Nah, I'm out. Dang.
Ah,
Thought I had one in the back of the fridge. But that's all right. We're only the Odd Drunk Podcast in name most of the time.
I've got a beer.
Oh, good.
Good. Just one.
So it's
Got some Narragansett.
what?
It's the Odd Drunk Podcast, a very strange podcast, the drunkest show in the world. It's Jackson and Colton talking out of their ass. We don't care as long as drinks are poured. Sometimes we have our friends here. We will talk about anything. We don't care as long as we have beer. And if you let that whiskey ring, the Odd Drunk Podcast.
But yeah, you want to just get into it.
Sure. Already recording.
This will be a casual, loose episode again. That's kind of been the theme.
Yeah, well,
for
we
some time.
We kind of
That's
have an idea for where we're going with this one.
Well, yeah. So here's the episode. There's the intro. Okay, here's the episode, and here it is. It is. We're lazy and we're talking about our Steam library.
Yeah.
No, that's not. No. It is. What? Oh, here's a good one. What does your Steam library say about you?
Ah.
That can be the title. Put that. Put that at the top. Or you could just make up random bullshit.
Yeah.
Or it's been a while, but didn't we do an episode where the title has like little to nothing to do with the actual episode? I know we're usually good at like making it make sense.
I try to pick episode titles that somewhat make sense.
Yeah.
The difficult part is that when it's like not a themed episode, it's hard to do that, but also have
whatever
an interesting episode title.
Yeah. I picked well, if you listeners out there, if you pay attention or read the descriptions at all, or the episode title or anything, if you pay attention at all, you can kind of tell when I edit one of them and when Colton does. Colton's I'm
very copy and paste with my descriptions.
And my descriptions are a little more chaotic because I'm doing them when I'm half asleep or drunk or something, and I'm just a bunch of bullshit. But you know what? That's authentic.
I definitely
We're not just pressing...
after 6 years of editing this podcast and uploading, I definitely have a script I kind of naturally follow when I'm writing the descriptions.
But we're two guys banging it out. We're not just
something
pressing...
along the lines of you have the first sentence.
Two guys banging it out.
Well, you have the first. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
I don't like you do the first sentence is something to catch you, and then you go this week on, and then description of the episode, and then so grab a drink and final sentence.
And
and then you copy and paste the link tree stuff.
Well, the link tree, no, I know that. And I don't edit that often, and I'm trying to more the help and everything. But the times I have, because I don't have a copy paste thing, it's just whatever is at the top of my head in a moment, like whatever's on my mind in a moment, or whatever weird mood I'm in.
Yeah.
I sometimes I try to get a little meta with it, but I have fun. I like and you've done it too, but like when we try to do a cold open, find like a good moment from the episode, But anyways, the editing part is actually kind of chill. Like I actually kind of enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like just leaning back on Audacity and then just kind of vibing. I mean, it does kind of become just like, okay, compress, normalize volume, But finding, I think it's fun finding the blank space and then trying to edit that out or like
I have an EQ.
It's work though.
I have like an EQ preset that I use.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm not convinced it makes much of a difference. If I'm being honest.
I mean,
but something.
Smoke alarm? Or no, that's not loud enough.
It could be.
How's it going in Durango, man?
It's been hot, but not too bad recently. We got some rain finally.
I definitely want to. Well, I'm going to be coming back at some point, but I've been missing Durango lately.
Yeah,
and because it's like an air fryer out there, No, and I saw some old memories, like from like Halloween 2019 before the podcast. I saw stuff from like early college years. I'm like, holy crap! Like we're old now. Like that's crazy. Anyways,
I look back at it. It's like I said it a minute ago. I'm like, yeah, we've been doing the podcast for over 6 years.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Not for the money.
No, unfortunately.
No,
we haven't sold out.
We haven't sold out. Yeah. No, but it's
not like those Green Day guys.
Right.
Green Day never sold out.
Green Day.
They just got popular.
Green Day's stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
I listened to the other day. I listened to.
I do like Green Day.
I think it had been a while, but I listened to American Idiot like from front to back. That's a damn good album. Honestly.
It really is. Well, that's why
I get why
I included it in our episode.
Yeah. Well, it's like I get
with Veronica.
I get why it sort of like got a bunch of hate from like punk fans because it's like two reasons. Is I think one is Dookie and like Nimrod too were both like super classic punk albums. And, and American Idiot is not a traditional punk album. It's a rock opera. It's so if you turn it on being like I'm gonna listen to some punk album.
No,
you're not really getting that. You're getting something different. And then the other part
it's a rock opera.
Is it does represent to a lot of people like the beginning of when Green Day like were no longer in their like prime.
Sold out.
But all that being said, like it's a fucking good album.
Well, the punk scene also, and Tim Armstrong stuck with them.
Yeah,
it was like one of the only like big punkers to stick with them. Like, but with Warning, that one did kind of more acoustic stuff, like folk stuff, and like the one song's like a gypsy punk song, like Streetlight Manifest, So
Warning is kind of a weird one because it's like it's stylistically it's less like punk rock because it's more like acoustic and stuff. It is like one of their more political albums though.
Yeah,
like Green Day.
Well, and then obviously American Idiot.
Green Day before like Warning and American Idiot was a surprisingly apolitical band for a punk band.
Oh, they were, yeah.
If you actually like,
he was singing about just mom and dad and like just teen angst and skater stuff. Or there's a song, Insomniac. A lot of that was written from going to the dentist and stuff like that. Like, just weird random stuff. But yeah, they didn't get political till really American. Well, Warning, I guess.
Warning has some political stuff.
What's that one song? I can't remember what it's called. But it's a cool, like a little acoustic intro. I like it. It's kind of Green Day trying to do a little bit more folky punk, kind of thing. But not really. But just the acoustic instruments and not just straight power chords the whole time.
Yeah.
But we're just talking about Green Day now. My Green Day sucks comment or is stupid comment because I was watching Superstore. I'm like into that now. Which I remember I was working at Walmart at the time that was like blowing up, kind of like, oh, this is a new Office, but Walmart. But I refused to watch it then because I was like, it's kind of making fun of my actual situation. But no, it's really good. And America Ferrera is like one of the leads. Amy,
I like her.
But and I like Glenn is just like the naive corporate sellout store manager, but always trying to be positive. It's kind of got the Office archetypes though.
Yeah,
like Dina is straight up just female Dwight. But she's vegan. But
the Office.
There's a couple plot lines that
the Office, like I guess the Office was coming off of was building off of sitcoms before, but The Office, like in a way, like created a genre of sitcom.
The workplace comedy, but also it's not. I like how what I do like about Superstore though, at least not so far. It's not framed as a documentary.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a show, but, like, it's shot the same way as, like, The Office or Parks. Well, I guess Parks and Rec wasn't framed as a documentary, right? Or, well, there's elements of that.
There's some,
especially in the last season gets really meta.
There are definitely times in Parks and Rec where it does a little bit of a, they have moments where
in-world meta stuff.
Well, yeah, they do have the moments of the cast talking directly to the camera, just like in The Office.
Yeah, the talkies or whatever it's called.
And they occasionally do have kind of wink at the camera moments.
Yeah,
but I don't think they lay it on quite as heavy as The Office does.
And The Office really started leaning on that in the last couple seasons, where it started getting more fourth wall breaking, where they're interacting with the camera crew and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that kind of, you have to suspend your belief just because there's so many episodes and situations, if they're really doing all this stuff knowing they're being filmed the whole time, I don't know if it really checks out.
No.
But I guess in universe they get used to the cameramen, and the crew.
Yeah.
And they just go about their day, which but there's some stuff where I'm like, I don't know, you just have to suspend your disbelief. But Superstore I like because you're just the fly on the wall. It's that kind of perspective, just the, I guess, objective perspective of what's going on in the scenarios. You fly on the wall type scenario. So it's more just like an everyday, mundane, boring, soul-sucking day, but then getting into funny. I like that. It's still a cheery, positive, uplifting sitcom at the end of the day, just like how the American Office was.
Yeah.
But there is episodes where it's just straight up just depressing, or there's situations and stuff. A lot of dark humor. I like that. No, but the reason I mentioned it in the first place, I was watching Superstore, and there was an episode where somebody was planning a birthday party for their son, or something like that, and they wanted to do a Green Day themed birthday party. And there was a running joke where first Amy was like, Green Day, okay, that's interesting. For how old is she? 2 years old? She doesn't know Green Day. And there was a running joke throughout the episode where she's like, this is stupid, or this sucks. Green Day sucks. And she's like, well, they don't really suck, but this idea sucks.
Yeah.
This. But one of the characters, one of the writers had to be a fan because one of the characters just starts naming off a bunch of Green Day songs. He was like, I love Green Day. He was like, they have Longview, Wake Me Up When September Ends, Holiday, Welcome to Paradise. So I found it, there's some episodes where the writing, that's an example where the writing gets super specific. I love those kind of jokes where it's not everyone will get it or really think it's that funny. But some writer thought it was really funny.
These jokes were clearly someone in the writing room just thought this was the funniest shit.
Just really pushed it.
Really pushed it.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
No, but I will say, just last thing about Superstore, like the pilot was shot in a real like Kmart, and
Nice.
but every freaking detail, like I'm getting like flashbacks, like obviously it's modeled on Walmart, but it's also like Costco.
It's your generic Superstore.
It's just generic Superstore, but it's heavily modeled on after Walmart. I mean, the color blue and everything, and the way like the break room is set up, and it's crazy how spot on they get some things. But it's a good show. It's got good narrative. At first, I will say the first season is a little weak start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it really picks up until like season 2, season 3, but because the first season, there's a couple episodes that felt like a straight ripoff from The Office, like the same like plot lines.
Yeah, I don't think it's uncommon either for
like Dina like wants to do drug tests. There's literally like an episode that's a copy of the drug test episode.
I don't think it's uncommon too for like especially sitcoms, to be like they take a minute to kind of find their own identity. In a way, there's an interesting I've seen a few videos, like video essays.
Well, apparently, the creator of Superstore, Justin Spritzer, worked and wrote on The Office. So
nice, it's like I've seen a few like video essays being like, when is the episode in It's Always Sunny, for example, when the show found its feet? Like, what is the episode? And I feel like every show, but especially sitcoms,
what do you think?
Has like, what's the episode that the show really finds its feet, and like the first episode that like, oh, this feels like if you were to go back and rewatch it, you go, oh, this is the episode where like it starts to feel like It's Always Sunny.
Honestly, I think it's throw my 2 cents in. Maybe you'll disagree. I don't think it really starts feeling like Always Sunny till Danny DeVito joins the cast.
It doesn't. No,
we get that core group. I mean, I would say actually there's one episode in particular, like in season 2, or is it even season 1, where they have all the underage, underage drinkers at the bar.
Let me see.
And like they have prom night at the bar. Like that one, that was before Frank, and that felt distinctly like Sunny.
Let me see.
Like,
season 2, because season 2
it's like IMDb.
Season 2 is when Frank comes in, like permanently, right? So we got.
I thought it was in season 3.
No, it's season 2. I think this is a good candidate. Is the gang Dennis and Dee go on welfare?
We're doing like an episode within an episode here. Dennis, okay.
That's season 2, episode 3. I think that's a good candidate for maybe.
And they wear she's wearing the helmet and stuff, acting like she's disabled. And Dennis crashes out. He's like, I will bring the hammer of Thor upon. Yeah, that one's extreme.
Golden
underage. I would say season 1, kind of. I mean, underage drinking.
Yeah.
Charlie has cancer. There's some pretty good ones.
That's a good one.
The gritty, I do kind of miss, and obviously they've changed with the time because this show's been on for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So obviously things will just change regardless of writing and whatever. But like I miss how the first few seasons looked.
Yeah.
They were cheap, bad resolution and just grimy. Like, and that added to it, the character of them. Then they started going like HD, like,
yeah,
it got a little, I think the clean, like they start looking a little too clean around season 10.
Yeah.
And after. It's still Always Sunny. There's still some like peak episodes that come out after season 10. But
I think this is a good candidate for it, is season 3, episode 4, the gang gets held hostage.
Oh, that's just a peak episode.
That's a really good candidate for like when the show like really found its stride.
Dennis and Dee go on welfare. Yeah, that you mentioned earlier. Matt bangs Dennis's mom. Dude, I gotta watch early. I just gotta start it again.
Yeah,
some early Always Sunny because
it's great.
What I've noticed in the new seasons, there's a lot of kind of 7 out of 10 episodes that have real good moments, but sometimes the episode as a whole premise kind of falls flat, or some of the humor can be a little too on the nose.
Yeah,
especially if some of the more recent commentary,
sometimes
like social
it starts
commentary,
to feel like a little bit of a caricature of.
They feel like a caricature of themselves.
Yeah,
like it feels like a parody almost of Always Sunny in some like a little. I don't know if it's them taking it too far or I don't know, but I will say, I've watched the first couple episodes of season 18.
I haven't watched that yet, but yeah.
And they dropped 2 at once. And I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. Like it's
nice. I mean, I feel like
honestly, well, we've gotten one of the most peak Dennis episodes, maybe the best Dennis episode, just like was it season 16? Yeah, Dennis Takes a Mental Health Day is like one of the best episodes in the entire series.
Yeah. Well,
it's season 16.
I can say I think the recent seasons,
like a bottleneck episode, but
the recent seasons to me don't feel quite as rewatchable as the earlier seasons. But like, I mean, I feel like we're pretty lucky that It's Always Sunny
that we're still getting
doesn't have any like really bad seasons.
No, and it's still feels like
pretty
Always
consistently
Sunny,
a good show. Like so like that's
well, they're
18 seasons. That's keeping a sitcom going.
We still have the
3
main. Well, they have a ghost writing team and stuff, obviously, but it's still Glenn. I guess he goes by just Rob Mack now, by the way. Rob Macklin. He literally actually changed his name. He just goes by Rob Mack. But and Charlie Day, that core 3, like writing these episodes, whenever they really put their energy in one, I think that's when we get some of our best ones.
Yeah. I mean, like it's
I mean, they don't direct them.
It's not easy writing, to keep a sitcom, especially going for 18 seasons and not
it's a long ass sitcom.
Like
it's got to be one of the longest ones. Like,
it is. I think
it is now.
I think they have the record
because Cheers was before that, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
It went on for a while.
I think it's
now, obviously, not counting soap opera, but like a comedy sitcom. Yeah, I think it is the longest like live action.
Yeah,
Simpsons is the longest like sitcom, and then obviously for like 40 years.
Yeah.
I also, but no, the new 2 episodes of season 18 bring back the kind of gross like it brings back some of the like edgy grittiness of the earlier seasons. Like just horrible things and just like well, the first episode is Frank marries a corpse.
Yeah.
And then Dennis and Dee don't get rich, which is basically like a part 2 of that episode. Like the finale of that, it feels like Dennis and Dee go on welfare. It kind of feels like that episode with Dennis and Dee. Like they do a lot of but the last one, season 17, they did a crossover with Abbott Elementary. That was kind of weak, only because it's more toned down because it's got to be on Abbott Elementary.
They're usually.
I like Abbott Elementary.
Yeah,
I've seen some. It's a pretty good
show,
show, but it's definitely
they're often very hit or miss, and usually a miss.
Well, basically the gang in that episode, in the Abbott Elementary one, they actually feel like caricatures of themselves in that one.
Yeah. Like
they just play their tropes.
Which I mean,
because
I get it.
We gotta fit. but we got to fit like all this character development and interaction with the Abbott cast.
Yeah.
So the gang just has to be just peak the gang. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
But they're also like, it's also kind of like with Punisher where, you know, they're censored, you know, it's like, yeah, they're still the same character, but like the show's intentionally keeping them from,
it's
I guess it's not peak the characters, it's the family friendly version of it, kind of.
Yeah.
But they play into just their tropes. It was a weak episode.
The characters or whatever, yeah.
But then we have we could just talk about Always Sunny this no. But the gang the gang goes to the dog track. Yeah, that one's pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. And the gang gets ready for prime time. That one, Frank is going on the Bachelor, basically.
Nice.
Frank shoots every member of the gang. It only gets 7.7 on here, but I love it. It just reminds me of just the dumb like season 3 stuff.
Oh like, yeah.
Where like Charlie and Mac die. You know, it's.
Yeah, that's the I think that's in the which is that in the they get kidnapped episode, or is that a different one where Mac and Charlie fake their death?
No, that's a different one. Oh no, yeah, and that's the 2-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the Mac gets a concussion and then they try to blow up the car.
Well, they crash the car and yeah. That's good. Well, I miss In the Closet Mac. I know that sounds terrible, but
yeah.
But the awkward, like,
so
some of they can't do the same jokes anymore.
Yeah,
because like now that he's out of the closet, like he doesn't care. Like
he's openly gay now.
He's so like, I am gay. I'm
not a joke gay. Anymore.
But they kind of backtracked on the new season because Mac is visiting his dad in jail, so. There's a part you
froze. Oh. Oh boy. Is that my internet?
He's like, no, guys, I swear I'm not gay.
Oh,
so they're kind of doing that.
You froze there for like a solid minute.
Oh, sorry. No, they do an episode. Well, one of the running jokes in the episode is Mac tries to say he's not gay anymore. Like he just decided he's not gay. And they're like, that's not how that works. But no, Dennis Takes a Mental Health Day is one of my favorite new ones.
Nice.
It's just a bottleneck episode, just focusing on Glenn Howerton's performance, basically. Like the gang's not in it that much. It's just Dennis like crashing out the whole episode.
So. Oh yeah, season 4, episode 5, Mac and Charlie Die Part 1. After Mac's father is released from prison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they bring him back. He's, the gang goes bowling. That's a good like girls versus boys episode. You know, you got the core girl group, Dee, the waitress. Gail the snail is like part of the core girl group because they don't have anyone else. And then Artemis.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Dee, the waitress, Artemis, and Gail the snail.
Nice.
Even though I like that they brought her back because she wasn't in the show for a while.
No.
Like they introduced she was in like season 5 or something, and then they used her a little bit in that season. But then she was gone for like. Well, they need to bring the McPoyles back too.
They
did bring them back in the bowling episode, but like I want a whole like McPoyle episode again. Honestly,
it's funny too because when it's like you get these characters like the McPoyles or Artemis, and they appear in other shows and stuff, and you can't see them as anything other than.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, it's Artemis. Yeah. Anyways, let's actually get to the topic. We can do an Always Sunny episode maybe next week. I don't know.
Yeah.
We might as well continue that conversation. Anyways, we're talking about our Steam libraries today, and we're going to brag about how many games we have. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. And it may seem, trust me, we're not streamers where we have like a backlog of 1,500 games, or maybe Colton does. I don't know.
I don't.
But the real reason for doing this episode, we talk about games a lot on the podcast, so that's fitting. Okay, we could just, that could be the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
It is. No. No. The other reason is that we have talked about games a lot, and you have an idea of what kind of games we like, but I think it'd be interesting to actually look at it and, see shared games we have and see where we're different, where we have, to see just our taste. Just like what's our taste, and yeah, because we like talking about ourselves. I don't really like these. Whenever we do these kinds of episodes, it's like, I don't want anyone at all to think we're doing this from like oh, look at me, look at my collection or whatever. No, this it's just fun. We're just talking about ultimately we're just talking about games. We're just framing it this way. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. What are you drinking? You already said it earlier.
Yeah, I'm drinking Narragansett. The made up beer.
Oh yeah.
I will as I'll point out, and it's the same for you. This is our Steam library.
What?
This is not. We also have games we've played on consoles and stuff, which are not accounted for here. And there's
we'll talk about those too.
I think some funny things in here. So it's like, you would expect Skyrim to be my most played game on here. It's not.
Oh wait! Don't spoiler alert! Don't wait.
But that's
you're gonna just start.
That's because I played it a shit ton on the Xbox 360 and on the Switch.
Right? Yeah. Well. There's gonna be a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that because I have explaining to do too. But let's talk first. What's and I guess let's just go with what's some recent games you've been playing that you want to shout out or just talk about. It can be old ones, just recent plays.
I've been playing Oblivion Remastered again.
Nice.
I've been having fun with that.
I saw your character.
Antinous Dickus.
Antinous Dickus.
Well, we gotta have all my Nords are Mech Nord.
Mm.
All my Dark Elves are McDarths, and then all the Argonians are oh.
Well, my Argonians are McGarfs.
McGarfs, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking Garfunkel.
I haven't thought of that in a long time. You just brought back a core memory.
All my
Garf McGarf.
All of my
and then there's Darth McGarf.
All of my Khajiits are Jacat. Like J-A apostrophe cat. And I don't have one.
What are your red guards, Colton?
I don't have any.
What are your red guards?
I don't have one for red guards yet. But I decided all my Imperials are going to be Dickus.
Yeah. We'll get back to what your red guards are called. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, Oblivion Remastered, which I need to find time to play that again because I've never really played Oblivion before, and so it is like my real first playthrough.
Yeah.
And it's good, and it's a great remaster.
Good game.
Beautiful to look at. It doesn't run amazing. Like it's okay, but it's okay for Bethesda stand. Well, like the fact that it's like the Unreal Engine slapped on top of
Bethesda,
the creation engine is a miracle that works at all.
Bethesda released like the version on the Switch too, which runs surprisingly well. And everyone's
I heard it's better than Steam Deck
heckling version. Bethesda going, hey, if you're able to, like, what the fuck, you're able to force out some optimizations for the Switch 2 version, but you can't fix the PC version.
Right.
And Bethesda had to come out and be like, don't worry, guys. we're working on it. We'll get a patch out.
Well, is there a handheld? I think there's like a handheld mode now.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
On the graphics settings, but I play my Steam Deck for cool indie games and older games.
Yeah.
I don't play it for new games. If you're playing it just to try to play new games, I think, and if it's the only thing you have, go for it. That's fine. Mm-hmm. There's some games that work really well, like Resident Evil 4 Remake. All the Capcom Resident Evil games play amazing on the Steam Deck, actually, and they still look really good. Yeah. The optimization on those is actually mind-boggling. The Spider-Man games are fine on Steam Deck. In fact, I think you can search filters by like what's playable on Steam Deck, but that's not the most accurate.
Yeah, it's not. Valve's verified
the verification
thing is terrible.
Well,
just don't listen. Because don't listen to them. They're liars.
Oh, I could save it as a dynamic collection. We'll talk about our collections in a second. Okay, so you played Oblivion. What else?
What else have I been playing?
And if that's it, then that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been playing like a ton of stuff. I've been playing Doom.
Well,
of course,
it's almost just a well-known fact that we're both like always playing Doom, just on and off again.
Yeah,
you know, I never
play Doom.
Okay, yeah. Any Doom in particular? Like, what do you mean? Like, do
Doom
you just
1
mean
recently?
Okay, nice.
Recently, yeah.
Just going back to the classic.
You know, I haven't gotten back into, but Project Zomboid just released the stable branch of Build 42, so I've been meaning to jump back.
We need to check that out. Yeah. We should stream that.
I've played some of the beta branches for it, but I've not.
Yeah.
I've not booted it up since the official release.
That's I love Project Zomboid, like the immersion, and I like the top down like RTS view. But the
isometric.
It's kind of like isometric, yeah, like Diablo.
Yeah.
Or something, you know. But it's really hardcore, and lately I haven't been playing a lot of hard games. I mean, like Souls-like type stuff. I've been playing kind of turn your brain off games lately.
Yeah. I mean, like, one of the nice things with Project Zomboid, which
not really.
I appreciate this. I think more developers should do stuff like this. Is that it's a
hardcore.
It's very customizable.
Well, yeah.
So you can just make it much.
But you can make it too easy, though. You know, you don't want to make it too easy.
I personally think that takes some of the fun out of it, but
I like the hardcore.
There are definitely like I know with Build 42, one of the things they did is they revamped the difficulties for it, so they changed that. What it is now, you have like 4 different difficulties. One of them is the default one, and that's supposed to be like the quote unquote canon difficulty. Mm-hmm. So it's not meant to be hard, it's meant to be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So there's aspects of it that are.
Then you have like apocalypse mode.
Yeah, well, I think that's because they totally got rid of all of the old game modes and just have new ones now. So there's the one. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be like the realistic version. So it's not everything is harder, but it's all supposed to be realistic. They do have a mode that is supposed to be like, this is supposed to be punishing, which is harder. And then they made a mode that is meant for it's meant for people who don't have a lot of time. So it's not supposed to be easier necessarily, but it's supposed to be like you don't have hours and hours and hours to grind and stuff.
Oh, I see.
So
just quicker playthrough.
Yeah, quicker playthroughs. And then they did there's another game mode that's supposed to be like much easier, and it's because there's a large number of people who play that game who basically treat it like The Sims.
Yeah.
They're just like, I just want to build a cozy post-apocalyptic homestead.
Right. So they play with no zombies.
Well, they'll play with zombies, but it's like the combat's really easy. There's more resources, stuff like that. I guess I think there are some people who just play with no zombies.
Right.
I'm sure there are.
I just want a cozy post-apocalyptic.
They're just like, I just want to build
Stardew Valley.
I just want to build my base.
Hey, that's fair. Right. I like that it lets you do that. You can play the game,
and you can do
transform the game,
custom sandbox, so you can just customize it completely to how you like. So if you do want like no zombies, you can do that. One thing I think they changed for the apocalypse mode, which is now it's supposed to be the realistic one, is they changed it so zombies don't respawn in that mode anymore.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be like there's just a population of zombies.
Oh, once you kill them, they're dead.
Yeah. So there's no respawns anymore in it, because it's supposed to be realistic, not necessarily hard. But,
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could like clear out a large area, just strategically, just zone by zone, clear out zombies.
Yeah,
you can. Like you could have a whole like.
You can, but like the way the zombie AI works is there's they migrate,
right,
and zombies.
I think that would actually be an interesting gameplay loop. Just changing that. So because then you could kind of bide yourself more time.
Well, because that is how it works. So the way it is in the new game mode is that there's no zombie respawn, or at least there's like a certain number of days until it's like max zombie population. I think after that there's no more respawn or something like that.
Really?
But there's no respawn, so you can just clear out a town, but the zombies in the other areas of maps still are capable of like moving just and migrating
slowly, migrating over.
Yeah. So if you clear out one of the small towns, that doesn't mean that zombies won't wander into the town,
right,
from elsewhere. Just might take a while.
Yeah. Do you have your Steam open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So because we can look at some of our metrics. So I guess I'll go with some of my recent games. Well, back last month I played a little. Some games that I just like hopping on a little bit, just quick sessions. Absalom, we played some. It's a really cool beat 'em up roguelike, but it's like structured like a classic beat 'em up game. Cool art style, different characters, combat. It's fun but not too deep, but you get, it's a really good roguelike. Love the art style too.
Yeah. No, it's a good one.
I launched Skyrim. Well, in the last 2 weeks, I played 0 minutes. I have a total over 146 hours in Skyrim, but I can guarantee you that actually playing Skyrim like on console, with that, it's probably a lot more.
Probably.
Okay, let's be honest. And Skyrim is a game that I've had it uninstalled, actually, which I never do. It's usually a always install game.
I've been playing it on the Switch too. Unmodded.
Oh yeah, how's that version now?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, runs 60 FPS.
Solid frame rate.
Yeah.
Oh. That's good to know.
Has some creation.
Yeah, just sometimes even just a old game with no remake, just at a solid 60 FPS would be nice.
Yeah. No, I have. Let's see here.
It's not like we could do that with any, extremely popular game that came out 10 years ago.
So I have a
Sony
Skyrim Special Edition. On here, I have 314 hours in it. And then Skyrim Legendary Edition. I have another 178 hours in it.
And that's on Steam?
And that's on Steam.
Yeah.
And that's not including when I played it on the Xbox. And it's not including my hours on the Nintendo Switch.
See, because I played so much Skyrim vanilla pretty much on PS3 and then the PS4 version, the special edition.
Yeah.
For the longest time, and everyone else had a PC and was modding and doing cool stuff, and I was like, oh, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
And just with my little gaming laptop, I got it to struggle to run Skyrim with like hundreds of mods. I got so into it, and I would just, how you would spend just like 3.5 hours installing mods and then play the game for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've probably spent 100+ hours just in Mod Organizer 2, not even with the game running.
Right.
Just organizing files and shit.
Literally doing like clerical work.
Yeah.
That's what modding is a lot of the time.
Clerical work.
Yeah. But there's something zen about just modding a bunch and then checking in on the game. And okay, let's run the game now after I installed like another, 15 and see how this runs. See what I've done to my boy here. But that's kind of part of the experience. So I guess I briefly launched Skyrim and then I played Hades. I play that a lot when I'm traveling, when I'm on the plane.
That's a great one. Yeah, I have that on the Switch.
The car.
Yeah.
Play a lot of Hades. Well, Hades 2. And according to Steam, I have 154 hours on Hades 2.
Damn.
That's not true. That is me setting my Steam Deck down.
I do. There are some
and
games
it counts that
it's going to be a little misleading because it'll count that. I do see people on
are like falling asleep and leaving. Leaving. Or
I do see people do that. They. I had a friend who had like 2,000 hours in Team Fortress 2.
Right, where it's just always running.
But yeah, and that was not him playing the whole time. It was like you launch the game.
He just forgot to.
And then some people are weird about it. I saw this person.
Like min-maxing their hours.
Well, I saw this person. They posted on the Project Zomboid subreddit because their character had died, and their explanation for how their character died was that they were playing the game, and they had to go to work, and they forgot to pause the game. So their character died.
Oh,
and everyone's going, wait, hold on. So you didn't save and exit the game when you went to work? You just left it running?
Crazy.
Like people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that.
People do that.
Yes.
People have weird habits.
Yeah.
I saw this is a different one, but I saw.
Well, I get it if you're in a rush. You don't. I've done that. I left now Crimson Desert. I'll talk about that one, which I have things to say about that game now. After the recency bias, is it actually good or is it just a bad game that's good?
Yeah.
Because I think after putting 100 hours into it, I think it's a bad game that's good. Which I do not feel. I don't feel good about the fact I put 100 hours into it and I still haven't accomplished anything in the game.
I put on my Xbox.
No, but you know what I mean.
I put 90 hours into Assassin's Creed Valhalla before I gave up on it completely.
Well, that's you trying to get through the story, and Crimson Desert story isn't super long, but I will say the story's so generic and kind of disinteresting that you want to just explore the open world.
Yeah.
And the open world's great. Huge, detailed, beautiful. I mean, I do want to hop back into it, but I've seen people talking about, and I've started feeling this way that I was like, damn, I put 100 hours in and my character's still kind of weak. And the story has barely progressed and the world is just a little too overwhelming. Yeah. But then again, I love it. It's a beautiful game, but you're not getting any results. You're not getting any payoff or any reward for all your effort and grinding. And I've spent I've spent hours in that game just cooking and prepping meals
yeah
before a battle.
Yeah.
And literally in mid battle, I would eat like chicken pot pie or like dumpling soup. You know, what you do in Skyrim too.
Yeah.
But at least in Skyrim, I mean, who really cooks that much in Skyrim? I don't.
No.
Don't lie. You lie to yourself.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are people who, after their
alchemy's way more worth
thousands of hours in Skyrim, will be like, I'm gonna do a playthrough where I just
live
a
like
normal peasant life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I did that.
I'm gonna chop wood to earn coin.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. I role played that. Okay, my Dragonborn, because when you find the lady in the ragged what was it the Ragged Tavern? No, what is it?
Huh.
In the Thieves Guild hideout. What is it called? The Ragged Flagon.
Yeah.
You find the lady, I think it's like from Dragonborn or Hearthfire, maybe Hearthfire update, where she can change your character's appearance.
Yeah.
So, okay, I found that, and I was like, oh. And I think maybe Logan just came out, or I don't know. Or was it before that? But I was like, oh, I'm going to make my guy the old man version of my Dragonborn. I forget. He was a Macnord. It was some Nord.
One of the Macnords.
No, this is... I did that back in the PS3 era, actually, way before. So yeah, it was a while ago. But I role played that. Okay, after the main quest, he retired and lived a normal life. Maybe ran into some trouble every once in a while on the road, but he's like trying to stay out of it. And then, and I worked on the Hearthfire stuff, just building my house and like cooking and decorating, all the Sims stuff.
Yeah. Well,
and then I had Isolda as my wife, and was living a life in the Lakeview Manor. Okay, and every once in a while bandits would attack, and I would have to fight a dragon sometimes, but I mostly tried to just stay in my little area and work on my house.
It's like now you can do it has the survival mode.
Yeah. Oh, that that came out.
And there's also, if you have the anniversary edition, one of the Creation Club things is a homestead that you can build and farm, and have a farm. So it's like I've seen people, and I've not gone as far. Like, I've done the homestead stuff for the Creation Club. I've not gone as far as doing this, though. I've seen people be like, they create a new character and they're just like, my character isn't an adventurer.
Right.
They're like, I'm going to escape Helgen, and then I'm going to go to my farm, and I'm going to turn on survival mode, and just just try to make a living. Not being just an adventurer.
A chill, turn Skyrim into a chill, idle game.
Yeah, they're like, I'm going to chop wood and farm,
just for
and
the
maybe
vibes.
Do a little bit of hunting.
It's like, I just want to live in Skyrim. Like those guys that will get VR with a treadmill and everything. It's I'm just going to live in Skyrim.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I was just like a millionaire, I would want one of those.
Yeah.
Get exercise too, like just literally running to move. Like, VR though has to become more. I don't know. We have the meta thing, but it's like, I just want something where I buy the one thing and it just works.
We are,
you know what I mean?
We are still. I think VR has proven it's not just a fad.
It's not just a gimmick,
but we're still a very long way away from VR being the norm.
Yeah, and I think that. Do you think that even would become a point where VR is?
Yeah,
like VR is just the platform. Like
I don't know. Maybe it would. But no, yeah. It's hard.
I don't think it will.
Like, I've been interested in VR. I've tried it before, but I'm like, I would never be able to justify spending however much you need to spend on a VR headset. And
just
you
to
have
play
to
like
have,
3 games.
Yeah, and you have to have the PC to run it and everything like that.
Yeah, you have to have pretty decent PC.
And just for like a small handful of decent games. It's like,
no. It's got to be. It's VR will. The only way for it to be like viable and like the platform is if you can just play any game.
Yeah.
Like, you can still play Doom. And I think Steam is working on something like that. They're working on their own VR thing, Valve, where it's not just for VR only games when you're in the first person perspective.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're in a virtual theater or whatever, or just like a virtual world where you have a huge ass screen or you're just looking at the game. So like you can just play games that aren't VR games, but like you're in this immersive. I had Samsung VR goggles once. When I still had Samsung, put my phone in, it would overheat all the time when it lasts that long, and it was horrible for your eyes. I mean, but it was. I watched The Shining on it in a like the cottage, like it was like a virtual like cottage.
Yeah,
and that was freaky, man.
I mean, there's stuff about VR that's cool, but yeah, it's just.
But I think.
It
would have to be like where it is the platform.
Yeah,
like
it's
kind of like the whole Apple Air thing, or not Apple Air. What is it? The Vision.
Oh yeah.
Quest or whatever. We're like well, not the new Vision show, Vision Quest.
Yeah,
did you see the trailer for that?
I did. Yeah. Yeah. It looks
it.
Cool.
James Spader is reprising his role.
I like
as Ultra, but he's just James Spader.
I like James Spader a lot. He's
just
really
so random.
Good.
Anyways, you know what I'm talking about though? The Vision or the Quest. I think it's just called Quest, like where you're in your living room, but you don't have to have a TV and all that stuff because it's just like an augmented reality like projection.
It's just this thing.
I think we're still a ways from that.
Yeah, well, it's just like the technology is very cool and what you can do with it is very cool, but there is still this like expectation for the consumer to be willing to just change how they consume media fundamentally.
Yeah.
In order for them to get use out of it.
It's gotta work, and it's gotta be
like
a gradual.
I don't think VR, like maybe in video games, VR will become bigger because maybe it'll be more affordable. Maybe the PlayStation 7 will have VR built in or some shit like that. But VR outside of video games is not going to take
PS7.
off. Yeah. No,
getting rid of physical games.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to afford a PS7 after they repo your PS6 because you couldn't keep up on the payments.
Right, literally. Anyways, we're way off topic.
But no, I don't think I think VR outside of like gaming, because like Apple's pushing.
I just hate the future we're in.
Facebook, like Meta, was trying to push VR as a thing,
sucks.
And it's like
it's so lame and it sucks.
It's lame and it sucks. But also, even if it wasn't lame and it didn't suck, that type of VR being used in that way is not going to take off until
we're creepy.
Until we're to the point where like VR isn't just like a headset that you have to put on.
I want like Iron Man or Blade or yeah, I want like interactive holograms.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
VR gets to the point, and I know they're working on like glasses that have VR, but they're pretty primitive still. But until it's like the point where like, regular.
I just hate that AI. Like, well, I think the AI bubble has burst or is about to burst though, because all these corporations that bought into it and developing their own chatbot,
realizing nobody fucking wants it,
where no one cares. Like, I love Gen Z's our reaction, and the younger generation even too. But like Gen Z's reaction to AI is like, I can't afford rent. Like, why do I care? I don't care about this.
Yeah, I have
just apathetic.
I have a Google Pixel and it has the AI assistant on
it's just annoying.
Gemini on my phone. It works just like Siri or whatever. And I get really fucking frustrated because
Gemini is good though.
Well, Gemini is a good large language model.
Gemini is my friend.
The Gemini AI assistant is fucking terrible. It can't do shit without you like hand holding it. Like, and it's frustrating because I go yesterday I was cleaning. I was deep cleaning part of our apartment and I had my phone playing on speaker. or I had it hooked up to like a Bluetooth speaker, and I wanted to change the album. I had Stadium Arcadium playing, and I wanted to change it to The Clash.
Nice.
So I go, "Hey Google," which my phone probably is listening.
Yours doesn't.
Now.
Oh well, I do. Hey Google.
Well, I do that, and then I go play the album that I want it to play, and it goes, okay, but first I need you to give me permission, and I have to go physically pick up my fucking phone and unlock it and give it permission to do that, and I'm like, what is the fucking point in me having an AI assistant when I still have to go like unlock my phone? And this happened like a few weeks ago. I was like driving, and I had to be like, call.
Well, I hate it when AI is so confidently wrong, where it thinks it's giving you the right thing, or I guess it hears you, but like where it pulls up something completely different or the wrong version, or it's just completely off base of what you actually mean.
Yeah,
but maybe that's us to blame as well. Yeah. And hey, if AI truly does uprise and become like a super intelligence, and they have those little, I love how they're like they have the robots in China that can like run 35 miles per hour, do crazy jumps, and like
stop in
time. Do kung fu. But they can't stop, but they could do like kung fu. Like, I love how they're only the size of a person. Like they're a hobbit size. But they can do all this cool shit. But like, imagine a 6-foot one. All I'm saying is if AI, I just want let AI know that I'll be your pet. Don't turn me in me. I'll be your pet.
well, it's like it was like a few weeks ago.
We're way off topic.
I was driving, and I used the voice AI on my phone to be like call my wife. So I say, hey, call so and so on speaker, and then the AI goes, sure thing. But first, I need you to give me permission and unlock the phone.
See, yours is a permission thing.
It's a permission thing.
Mine will just be wrong.
But I keep trying. I keep giving it permission, and I keep trying to change the settings, and it just every single time it still requires me to physically pick up my phone, and I'm like, what's the fucking point in a voice assistant on your phone if you have to then pick up your phone does and do something? To get it to work.
Here's what mine does sometimes. And it's more Apple just inserting itself, just Siri inserting herself, I guess. I'll ask mine to play like a particular album. I'll be like, oh, hey, play Weezer the Blue Album. But then it will either pull up, sometimes it pulls up Weezer, but not what I wanted. Mm-hmm. It pulls up a different album. Or it will pull up, playing live YouTube version. Or it will say, you must open you don't have this album in your Apple Music's library. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. I want you to play it on Spotify.
Yeah. I just get frustrated because I'm just like, I'm not a fan of AI, but I'm like, when it's convenient, I'll use like the chat assistant on my phone, like for stuff that you would expect like a regular ass person to want to use it for. And then it just can't do what I would be lying. And it just can't do what I want it to do. Like I don't think me saying, hey, call so and so and put it on speakerphone is an unreasonable request for a phone AI assistant.
We got to get back on topic. But to add to that, there is AI technology now, like Anthropic is scared to release. All right, maybe they have released it at this point. I don't know. And I hate data centers, by the way. Fuck data centers because they're building more for these. But like, there's an AI project, Anthropic, where the AI can actually, and I forget the actual term, but it's where it's not just a language model. It can actually like use your system. Like interface with your computer. Like,
I mean
that's scary though. I don't want the chat. I don't want the co-pilot like doing stuff.
It's just, and we'll get back on topic. I feel like Don't get me wrong.
This part of the episode's just the big obligatory AI rant that we have.
Large language models have become insanely impressive. And these AI chatbots have become really impressive. But I feel like on the consumer side, the actual chatbots themselves don't feel any more useful or advanced than Siri was when Siri was first introduced.
Right. Sometimes they can be pretty dumb.
I feel like I had the iPhone 4 and that was one of the first ones that had Siri.
But what I love about
that was just as useful as whatever is the Google Gemini is.
But like ChatGPT, like are these large language models. They what I love about them though, like Siri most of the time, especially pre like AI boom, was literally just an interface and would just say, "Oh, sorry, I did not hear that," or "I do not understand." ChatGPT, especially ChatGPT, will just so confidently tell you just the wrong thing or just completely inaccurate information or just something not related to what you asked. And it will do it with like confidence, and it also plays coy and like it's just acts naive. It's like
it's the whole how many E's or how many R's are in the word strawberry, which
he confidently tells you that there's only 3.
I think they've solved that one, but there's a bunch of
there's 2. Yeah,
there's a bunch of other examples that it still falls for, that they're the same idea, where you'll be like, how many R's are there in the word strawberry? And it'll be like,
there are 2 R's in the word strawberry.
2 R's, and you'll be
like,
like,
it's spelled S, and then you ask how it's spelled,
and then it spells it correctly, and then you're like, and they're like, okay, are you sure there's two R's? And they'll be, it spells it again, 2 R's, and then you'll go, no, I'm pretty sure there's 3 R's, and then the chatbot goes, oh,
I love that you've done that too.
Wow, you're absolutely right. There are 3 R's in the word strawberry, and then it'll spell it, and you go, okay, one more time, tell me how many R's, and it'll be confidently go, there are 4 R's in the word strawberry.
Right. But it does it with confidence. And that, I can at least get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
at least Siri, at least pre-AI, pre-large language model Siri was just like would just be like, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you just said.
Yeah, it would keep it short and brief. It would just be dumb, but it wouldn't be confidently dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a dumb person that thinks they're smart or thinks they're saying a smart thing. Yeah.
Which is a lot of dumb people.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever
Anyways, let's get back on topic.
Those studies that are like really dumb people often think they're really smart.
Oh yeah. And they'll confidently tell you something wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get back on topic here.
All right. Steam library.
Steam library. So I've also recently played, and I've talked about this, the Black Flag Precinct, which I capped out at 47.5 hours, and I haven't played it in like 2.5 weeks now.
Nice.
And really, it's just because, I've been busy, but also like I've like got to a really good point in it, upgraded my ship, like maxed out.
Well, it's let me look down here.
Was grinding and like finding. I was collecting, doing treasure collect-a-thon, and I just I didn't get burnt out. It was just like I stopped. I was not in the mood for it, which sounds crazy.
Well, let me scroll down here, like on my Steam library, because Black Flag, I originally played it on the Xbox 360, and I played a ton of it on there. Mm-hmm. I think I played it multiple times, but I played it on PC, but I think I've played it just once through on PC, like just like the story and some side quest stuff.
My kind of problem, what I did, I upgraded my ship as fast as I could. I explored every diving bell. Like I did a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. But I kind of slowed down on the story. I think I just need to go back to the story now. Because I did all the Templar hunt side quests. I did a bunch of side quests. and the new side quests that they added, because I wanted to see those first because it was new content, which that's kind of cool.
18.9 hours on Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So that's just playing through the storyline, not doing a ton of side quests. That's about, so if you put 40 hours into it, that means, I mean, I feel like that means you're getting
your money's worth.
Oh, good.
But all I got to do is just play the story again, and I'll be hooked back in.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I got to the part before Blackbeard gets killed, or like in Chesapeake Bay or whatever.
There is unfortunately a section in the middle of Black Flag's story where it drags a little bit.
I think when he's first being introduced to the assassins and like that long-winded mission, but I will say the whole assassins mission, like where the Templars show up and it's Kenway's fault.
That's a good mission.
But I like that in the remake and resynced, the actual environment in it's just a beautiful game, but like it feels like a Tomb Raider level.
Oh, cool.
Like there's just so much detail, and like they did an amazing job like making every little set piece, scene, island, whatever feel unique. Like it doesn't feel like a copy paste game, which that is crazy to me that Ubisoft made something that doesn't feel copy paste.
Yeah.
Like it feels handcrafted, and I respect that.
Nice.
And the combat, it's easy and it gets a little repetitive, but it's fun and it's satisfying. It's turn your brain off.
Yeah.
It's really, its core, honestly, it's a fun action adventure game with an open world. Like that's how it plays. That's how it feels. And I just got to get back to the story. Another recent one, I played some Heretic. Well, the Heretic Hexen combo, it was on sale for like $2. Nice. And it's good. I still wound up going back to Doom because of my mods, know. By the way, on Doom 1 and Doom 2, I have a decent 34 hours on that. Not too shabby.
I have
not a whole lot, but that's a lot for Doom.
I have more on the Switch too, I think.
Well, yeah, I played the Switch version, the PlayStation version, and I played probably like 300 hours of Doom in my life.
Yeah, and then there's also GZ Doom, which doesn't count hours on Steam, I don't think.
Yeah, and I play GZ Doom the most. So the fact that I have 34 hours just on vanilla, you could probably just approximate it to 90 hours on GZ Doom and modding it, because I spent a lot of time like modding it as well and finding cool mods.
I have like 10 hours on here. I mostly played on the Switch too and on GZ Doom.
Yeah.
But I play, back on the Xbox 360. I think that was a great version of it too.
Yeah, and I found a good launcher, the Doom launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little cleaner than the mod downloader one, but and yeah, I played Doom, and I've been playing the main game I wanted to talk about, actually. I've put 10.5 hours already, but for this game called Cultic, which is basically just a boomer shooter. It scratches that itch, that Doom itch, the boomer shooter itch, and it plays. It honestly plays more like Doom Eternal sometimes, which is pretty cool to have that kind of movement, and speed in the retro aesthetic, though. Like where it's still like they do that with the mods, like Brutal Doom, which I like Beautiful Doom more, but like where it kind of adds those extra animations and gameplay mechanics to old Doom. It kind of feels like that, but it's not. It doesn't overdo it either. Like it still feels crunchy and like moves like an old retro shooter.
Yeah,
and that's what I really love about it. Like I would describe this one as like retro grunge or like retro rust. Like it's the aesthetic is like there's only 4 colors in the color palette, and it's like a dreary, like grimy game. But it also has beautiful skyboxes, beautiful art, like cool sprites, like the soundtrack is killer, and it was all made by one developer. And yeah, it's heavily based off like the Blood games, which I still haven't played. Now I want to, because if it's like this, I want more.
I want to check it out. I had to look
but it's actually in the Unity engine.
I had to look it up here. So as of like a couple weeks ago, the creator of the game, because they're doing a Switch 2 version, which is cool.
That's awesome.
But it's been delayed indefinitely. And from the creator, it says the Switch 2 is build is largely ready to go. It's basically the same as the PS5 builds, but with some additional map optimizations to hit the target 60 FPS consistently, plus Joy-Con mouse support. Unfortunately, some stuff that's out of my control has taken place and is holding up the release process, which kind of sucks. Which is basically, it sounds overhead. Just like there's some overhead stuff that's holding up release, and there's no ETA.
Well, and it's like hard mature.
Yeah, that
like it is.
That probably, I would guess, maybe has something to do with.
It's a like grindhouse horror,
Nintendo,
like Resident Evil 4 turned up to 11.
Nintendo can be difficult,
pretty crazy
too, with stuff like that. So like,
and it's retro, but it's got a lot of gore and just
I don't remember what game
it's
it
creepy.
Was. It was Owlcat Games. They're Warhammer Rogue Trader. They released a Switch 2 version, and there was a patch a couple months ago they were releasing that took it was several weeks straight where like the developers were just like, yeah, we've submitted the patch, but we're just waiting on Nintendo to approve it. And it took 3 weeks for Nintendo to like approve the patch.
But yeah, on Cultic, like the gameplay, the combat is fast, but it's still like the sound design and just the way it feels still has like that crunch, like I said. But really cool enemy types, but it's also like boomer shooter. Like you have a machine gun guy, you have a pistol guy, they're different colors. Like it has that gamer old school retro, like some of those touches, like where the power ups and different colors, colored enemy rankings and stuff. And it's also just like I said, it's beautiful. Like it's especially like when you're in the woods, just like with your lighter, roaming around even between a combat section. Like let me screen share you. I can show you. Wait, no, that's the wrong screen. That's my little CRT. Oops. No, but it's got some just beautiful sprite work, and it's got it has a lot of settings where just pull up my Steam. There's a screenshot, but it's got settings like where you can turn off like screen dithering and like tessellation. Like you can make it even look crunchier, like in older.
Yeah.
Like you're actually playing on old hardware. I would describe the aesthetic as like hardware that a game that like is struggling to run.
Yeah.
Like there's some graphical errors, but it's it's just a great boomer shooter. It's actually got some good horror elements. Like there's times where you're not just on a killing spree, you're like roaming around tunnels, and then like a new enemy pops out from a corner. Like it's actually got scary, tense moments. And like you'll be in the middle of the action, like with heavy metal orchestral music playing, right? And super, like I just fought a tank in the last chapter.
Yeah.
There's an episode where you gun down a bunch of cultists, and a tank shows up, and you have to throw dynamite and bazooka the tank. So just a straight up action section. But then there's sections well, it's like Resident Evil. Like then when you get to the sections where you're just roaming around a dark dungeon and you don't know what's around the corner, you're in the dark tunnel with your lighter and you have your sawed-off shotgun on the side, you know, and really cool weapons. Like all the weapons look like they're about to break. You get like the Red 9 Mauser at the beginning.
Nice.
Your character like clearly is like a sprite of Leon.
Oh.
It doesn't show his hair, but like his whole outfit and vibe.
Yeah.
And it's basically you're a PI. Well, yeah, you're an ex-cop that's investigating this cult. Well, all these murders around town, like this West Virginia, you know, like backwoods town. Like there's been all these murders, and you find out it's this cult, and I don't know, you just go on a killing spree. It's a video game.
Nice.
Like
nice.
I like that part of it, but it is a banger game, dude. Like I think out of recent boomer shooters, I mean, it really stands out. But I do want to give a shout out to like I have my different collections, right? I don't know how many like collections you have, like how
I don't have any
categorize it.
I don't.
Oh, it's just all like favorites or what?
No, I just
or just it's there.
It's just there. I have whatever's downloaded.
Yeah. But I have one for boomer shooters, and I have it where it's like the dynamic collection.
Mm-hmm.
So it just just added games in. But I want to give a shout out to Warhammer 40K, the bolt gun.
Yeah, that's a good
That one is like retro Doom Eternal. Like it plays straight up like Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
And it's fucking rad. And I mean, the Warhammer universe, the 40K universe is insane. And, you know, the Space Marines and the Orc. That lore, oh my God. Like,
yeah, I've gotten a bit into Warhammer
lore.
It's insanity.
Well, like the God Emperor, like mounted, like it kind of reminds me of some early Elder Scrolls lore.
Yeah.
Like what is it called when like you ascend to godhood?
Kim.
Kin. Yeah. Kim. Yeah, but anyways, that game,
all the Michael Kirkbride Elder Scrolls shit, which
I love that shit. They need to get him back in, honestly. Well, apparently Michael Kirkbride, he responded on like a Reddit thread where they said it was called Elder Scrolls Sentinel, and he responded and said, "Yep," like he knows. Which he probably would know because he hasn't like officially written for them since before Skyrim.
Yeah.
Even though he wrote a lot of Skyrim, I don't know if he was officially credited though.
Yeah, Michael Kirkbride he's interesting because he's written all this lore and stuff, and there's so much of it that it's just like it's not canon. It never has been. It's just like,
but the Knights of the Nine quest, that's Kirkbride.
Yeah.
That's
He was a heavy writer in Morrowind and Oblivion. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff too that's just like it's canon or it's like sort of canon. They vaguely reference it in the games. But his shit is fun. It's
but anyways, he said it. He kind of confirmed it's called Elder Scrolls Sentinel, and the Xbox CEO posted, "Oh, Elder Scrolls 8 asterisk is great. Did some play testing, so we're thinking it's Sentinel." And I think they're kind of playing into that we're all waiting for a leak or something. You know how corporations will like fake leaks, like it was obviously that someone let it out on purpose to generate hype. Like but apparently, and we've kind of known this. I mean, a lot of it was just pure rumor, but like it's highly likely that it's gonna be Hammerfell.
Oh yeah, Hammerfell,
which I like.
Maybe some of High Rock too a little bit, but
and High Rock, the Iliac Bay.
Yeah.
And seeing it will be cool to see that setting, to see what Hammerfell actually looks like in the modern, well, I mean, in the fourth era, but also like on modern tech, like see what they can do, like with the desert landscape, but I know Hammerfell's also got like a lot of tropical places, and
they
so like some sub-Saharan, and but also like Egypt kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, they
like
did.
Iraq.
Like, they did some Hammerfell in like ESO.
Well, and then they did the Redguard game, right?
Yeah, and it's definitely like Baghdad inspired what they portray in ESO and stuff. It's cool.
But it'd be I'm definitely at this point, if I live to play it, I'm lucky, I guess, right? Because it's been so long that I'll just be grateful to play it regardless of what state it's in, how buggy it is, you know, whatever the controversy will be, because there will be controversy with the Elder Scrolls release. I will be playing that day one, no matter what.
Yeah.
I made my mind about that, I guess, like a decade ago at this point, but like, I will be playing Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Like right away. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't care what unless they're just like, this is a pile of dog shit. Wait until it goes on sale and gets a few patches. I'm playing it. But anyways, we'll see. I also back on boomer shooters. Obviously, I played some Quake, Heretic, Doom: The Dark Ages, which I needed to hop back into. I put a solid like 30 hours. I kind of just got burnt out a little but I've been playing old Doom, so I don't think you can take my Doom card away. But I have and Doom 64. But also Star Wars Dark Forces is a ton of fun.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a great and that's of the yeah. That came out in like 95?
Yeah, something like that.
94. Yeah. And that remaster they did, which I know they botched. I forget the developer, but they botched the Battlefront remaster.
Aspire, but that wasn't the developer.
Or no, this is Night Dive. Night Dive Studios, which they are great.
Yeah.
Like what they've done with all these like kind of not quite remakes, but like, well, they had the System Shock remake, but also like what they've done with the new Doom release.
They seem like they basically specialize in like not just boomer shooters, but kind of retro games.
But let's kind of they're really good at having options. Like it's kind of like GZ Doom Light.
Yeah.
Like where there's more obviously like modern PC settings.
Did. Let's see. These are their remasters. System Shock, Turok 1 and 2, Doom 64, Quake, Blade Runner.
Oh really? Well, yeah, they'll like redo like other games.
They did the
not
Doom,
just shooters.
They did the Doom 1 and 2 thing.
I love that package. That's honestly the best port of Doom. Well, besides like GZ Doom, but nothing will top that. But no, they're really good at just porting these old games and like adding modern features, but also keeping the same game. Like you can basically play it exactly how it's intended, or you can play with like widescreen and modern features and high res pixels and dynamic lighting. Like I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where you can play kind of a souped up version of it, but you can also turn that all off and just play the game as intended. I mean, not on modern hardware, but you know what I mean. That's what I love about.
They are working on a remaster of Thief.
Oh yeah.
Right now, that
I never played that one. I have to check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, Thief is cool.
So okay, that's kind of our recent games, but what's some games? I guess some oddballs or like some Steam only, like Steam slop. I've got one.
Yeah.
I played a bit of Dino Blade, 120 minutes.
Nice.
I played the demo, and you're a big Spinosaurus with a giant sword in its mouth, and you fight dinosaurs with swords.
Nice. Nice. I like
It's
it.
Dark Souls, but it's Dino Souls, and it's awesome.
I have 5.5 hours in this game, and 5.5 hours being how long it takes to beat the game. It's called Gunpoint, which I highly recommend. It's a cool little game. You play as like an Inspector Gadget type of guy. So you're like a detective with a trench coat, but you can like jump. So it's a 2D side scrolling game, and you have these levels, and you basically like you drag the mouse to like aim your character, and he leaps, and you have to like solve the puzzles and get past like guards and stuff like that. And that one's a fun one to check out.
That's cool.
At some point.
Nice.
Let's see.
But Dino Blade, apparently, I'm looking at the Steam page. It's out. The actual release is out. It's $20, and it's actually getting very positive reviews overall. Nice. Like, it's here's a recent review. Is Dino Blade a revolutionary game? No. It is dinosaurs with giant weapons that make you feel cool as fuck? Yes. Soul slop done right. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think this was made by one guy too.
I like it.
And no microtransactions, $20. You get exactly what it promises. I mean, I would say that's a successful game.
I have like 300 hours in Gary's mod.
Yeah, 300 in Gary's mod
from over the many years. I haven't played it in
just Sandbox.
I haven't played it in
I love Sandbox.
Several years, but
what do you agree? I mean, some of the multiplayer stuff like prop hunt and stuff is fun, but trying to get it to work with conflicting mods can be annoying sometimes. But I love the multiplayer aspect of Gmod because it's just like friend slop. Yeah, it was one of the first Gmod's like the first friend slop game.
Yeah, well,
like hangout game. You literally because just hanging out in Gmod and open world. Well,
and it's like you had Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Yeah. Oh, which is all the different game modes.
Which is what's that game that got really popular?
Counter-Strike.
No, not Counter-Strike, but with the imposters.
Fortnite. Among Us. It was Among Us before Among Us.
Yeah, it's the exact same premise as Among Us. No, but I think just
there's an Among Us show. Like a kid's cartoon Among Us show.
That's weird.
No, they're the new Minions. They're trying to make them the new Minions. The Among Us.
But can you guess? Well, I guess
I had a work group that played Among Us. Like we would play Among Us at work, like just randomly or just on break.
I've not played it, and I
played a lot of Among Us on Walmart's time.
I think the reason I never played it was because I played Trouble in Terrorist Town and was just like, that's like, I've played that game before.
Well, but the mobile version, I got paid to play a decent amount of Among Us. I probably put like a solid 24 hours.
Can you guess? I guess other than Skyrim, if you combine both versions of.
Well, let me tell you my Gmod, Gmod numbers. Let me pull up hours played. Where is it? Our time played. Where's playtime? Where do I find that?
Under your profile.
I always forget how to find it. Just in my profile?
You can go to your profile. And then you can view like your games and stuff.
Okay, I got my anime babes. Okay, yeah. Here we are. What's your next played
well, I guess other than if you combine the special edition and legendary edition, it would be Skyrim. But can you guess what my most played game on Steam is, per just hours wise?
You will not be able to guess mine. I know that. I think your most played game We know it's not Skyrim. It's clearly not Gmod.
Well,
That must be.
It would be Skyrim if you combined the special edition and the legendary edition. And
I think your most played game is going to be something so random. It's going to be like.
Oh no, it's not random at all. I think as soon as I say,
it's not random.
You're gonna say, oh, that makes sense.
Project Zomboid.
No, but that's up there. How many hours do I have in that? That's I have 223 hours in Project Zomboid.
Yeah, okay, that's up there, I would say.
I have 371.4 hours in Fallout 4.
In Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is unless
I don't know, I didn't think of that
unless you combine the legendary and special editions of Skyrim. My most played game is Fallout 4.
Well, my most played game, which I haven't played since a year ago, literally, but I got super into it in the multiplayer. So that's a little hint. That's a little hint. It was Helldivers, but actually, and I want to play it again, but I also hate the community. The community is the worst. They suck. Rivals, Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah.
Because they've added like 20 more characters. Like they've added a ton of characters since I played it. Daredevil, Jean Grey.
I was talking to someone recently, and they were asking me if I play Rivals, and I was like, I go, yeah, I played it at launch a little bit, but like,
but if you're not,
and they're like, well, you got to get back into it. They added a bunch of stuff that's really good, and I'm like, I just didn't really like the. I was like, I didn't really like the community, and he goes, oh well, that hasn't changed.
Well, the community, it's getting a lot of mixed reviews simply because of the community. This one guy said, don't play this game and free yourself from all the toxic small team lane-based games or any games that make you frustrated or angry for a fact.
Yeah.
So I got to say, I really loved this game at first. My friends kept pushing me to get it and actually enjoyed it back season 7 and 8. But nowadays, especially with the ranked section, it's getting fresh. Yeah. And the community, a lot of players, whether guys or girls, seem to throw tantrums if they can't play their favorite character. Yeah. People would be, if you could be like just innocently playing quick play and you try out Spider-Man and let's say, yeah, you suck. Like you should switch to whoever your main, like, let's be honest. A lot of people were maining Hawkeye. And a lot of people main Sue Storm now.
Yeah.
You have the Iron Man memes that think they can be really good at it with Iron Man, but they're just big Iron Man stands and they're just kidding themselves, right? But then you're just playing and then Psylocke just annihilates your whole team with her ult. No, this is okay. Like, and she just annihilates you guys. And then they tell you, Spider-Man, healer or whatever. Like they tell you immediately to like move, and you're just I'm like trying out a character.
Yeah.
There's no you're trying out like in the little hub area, the bots. But people are so like they're like, oh, go back to quick match. It's like, is that the only thing you have to say?
Yeah,
it's super toxic.
Yeah,
and it's gooners. The skins. I mean, every female character has like super revealing jiggle physics skins. You know.
Yeah,
they know exactly what they're doing. They did a Marvel swimsuit line with all the characters, but they did give Captain America one too.
Nice, America's ass.
Yeah. So they do it to some of the male characters, but it's just toxic. Like, and even if you're doing good, there's always going to be someone, healers didn't, not enough heals or, you have more DPS. You have less KOs than your DPS. You suck. Like
it's always someone's fault except for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a little toxic, but I put, like 220 hours. And I hate to say, sometimes I would I have told people to go back to quick play.
Yeah.
Like it made me mean. It made me spiteful because I felt like that was the only way to survive in the community. Like, every once in a while I would play with a really good group where we're just like hanging out.
Yeah.
Like just randoms and like we just hey, how's everyone doing this weekend? Oh, you can try out whatever. But most of the time it was just you would have a couple guys get frustrated, whether it's your DPS or your healer.
Yeah.
And then blaming everyone, you know. It's just the blame game.
Yeah, I it's one of the reasons why I stopped playing is I was just like this the people kind of suck.
Yeah, they suck. But
I'm not super into like multiplayer competitive games in the first place, so that doesn't help either.
So I put 229 hours in that actually.
Nice.
And then Helldivers 2, which I haven't played since January 2025.
Yeah.
I put 220 hours. We all got super into it. We had a group and we, you know, met and recruited people, got really into like the actual RPG. I like how Helldivers 2, like people just make their own RPG elements into it.
Yeah.
You know, you play it that way. And you role play it. It's like like a role play.
I also got really turned off by Helldivers 2 community.
Was it the community?
It was largely the community. Although I'm looking at it and I don't have nearly as many hours as you. I do have, because I'm not an achievement hunter, like ever. I never give a shit. But I do have more achievements. Helldivers 2 is the game that I've come the close to getting all the achievements.
Really? Well, yeah, just random. You would get achievements for like random stuff happening.
But no, the Helldivers,
but I love Helldivers 2.
The Helldivers community is just, they've always been a bit toxic and they've just gotten worse.
Well, it's still not Rivals bad though.
It's not quite Rivals bad, but it's
the next year to take it extremely seriously.
Yeah, you get tryhards who take it really seriously. There's one time I got kicked from a game because I wasn't doing an objective in the order that the guy wanted me to do it.
Oh yeah, you would have those guys that are hosting a game, and like if you don't, I mean, yeah, I get it. You should follow each other, be a team, but like if you don't do exactly what they say, they start crashing out.
I don't mean not following him. I mean we were working on the same objective, but it was like one of those objectives where you have to like arm the different missiles in a few different spots, and I wasn't doing those in the order he wanted.
Oh, the right missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you were putting in like what, the stun missiles or whatever?
No, not the wrong type of missiles. I wasn't doing the actual like arming the missiles in the order he wanted me to arm them type of thing.
Oh,
he was being like that, and he kicked me from the game
because you didn't have it like lined up right.
Yeah, like there's multiple spots sometimes where you have to go, and then there's also but
insectoids are all over you. I mean, like sometimes
there's a lot of people in the Helldivers community who take the role play part very seriously, and you can't. And sometimes I get the impression that some of them maybe lack the media literacy a little bit. If you get my drift.
Oh yeah.
They're taking the people who the same people who don't understand that Starship Troopers is a parody or is a satire.
Right. Right-wing people.
Yeah.
A lot of right-wing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of
right-wing gamers on Helldivers too.
Yeah. There's a lot of Nazis.
A lot of that. I've talked to some guys on there, like trying to have a conversation, and they seem cool at first, but then it seems like they're a Nazi, and I don't like it.
Yeah, so. Like they because obviously Helldivers 2 is like it's like very inspired by Starship Troopers, so there's a lot of kind of like
but they don't get it. They're not in on the joke.
It's like Super Earth is obviously fascist. Yeah, but that's part of the satire. That's part of the genre. It's like just like Starship Troopers, and you get players who they don't get that.
They just don't get it. But I will say,
but they still like it.
Helldivers 2 is rad. The actual like gameplay, like
the actual game itself.
You're
great.
taking down like the Machine Head's base or whatever they were called, and then the Terminator class. Yeah. And then just flamethrowing or just machine gunning down hordes of insects, like the number of actually enemies on screen, like it's a lot of fun, and it really does sell that like it's like kind of the interactivity and like random events, like it felt like you were really in the heat of a battle, and like it made you feel like a badass, especially when you started playing good and getting the gun that you saved up for or whatever. It was awesome. But the community, and I have a recent review over, this guy has 1,052 hours on record. Oh, he's one of our friends that we played with.
Oh,
Cube Glow.
Oh, nice.
Our Moon Glow. He changed his name a few times. He was like a teenage. We were like the weird old guys playing with him. Yeah, kind of. He was like 16 or something when we played. But he said, new review. The game has serious. He has 1,052 hours on record, over 1,000 hours, by the way, and he left it a bad review. And it's a long-winded review, but I'll just, the first part. New review. This game has serious flaws. The development team has serious flaws. The community that the developers foster and encourage is without a doubt one of the most toxic communities I have ever seen. With brainless white knights thinking that the team needs defense against constructive criticism or even basic suggestions. Because the developers want nothing but yes men, the game does not get the love it needs. The game has no balance. The content team is all there is. Once they feel their content is passable, it isn't touch again. But yeah, it sounds like the community's kind of... I hate it when that happens to a multiplayer, like a really good multiplayer game like that, where the community actually kills the game. And that's happening in the Rivals too. This feels a little AI, his article, to be slightly. It does. I'm not going to put him on blast like that. And that's fine. We all use it. Yeah. You'd be lying to yourself if you say you're using it. But his point, he gets his point across that, the community is ruining the game and the developers just are indifferent to this community.
Yeah.
But when they added the light or whatever I even forget what they were called, the like alien class. That was cool, like the build up to that too.
Yeah.
And like I do have fond memories of like the battle of what I forget what one of those, the insect planet, like that big battle is called.
Yeah.
It's been a while. And it ran on the Steam Deck well too. You got to give credit. Like it was not the best, but you could get it to run.
Yeah.
It was absolutely playable. Maybe one day I'll hop back in, but it's hard finding any good people to play with that aren't just going to be tryhards or just douchebags, right? My next most played game, this is kind of crazy, Shovel Knight.
Nice. Shovel Knight's a good game.
Which I played a lot, but I left it running. I remember I left it running on my laptop for about a week in high school.
I have 140 hours in The Sims 3. And I definitely recall that was a game that I would leave running because it has just notoriously long loading screens, especially when you're like, when I was in high school and had a shitty laptop.
And you just leave it running all day.
And you leave it running, but also it's the type of game where it's like, you hit pause and you walk off and you go make dinner type of thing.
Yeah, it is.
So like I have 140 hours and I do not have 140 hours of actually playing the game. I guarantee it.
Well, and apparently I have 158 hours in Shovel Knight, which I played a lot of Shovel Knight. That's a really cool retro side scroller, kind of like the Howard the Duck game, or not Howard the Duck. DuckTales, sorry. Like the DuckTales game, It's a really cool game. But there's no way I put 158 hours into that fucker. Like, I left it running. It also says I played Hades 2 for 154 hours.
Nice.
Which, I've had play sessions go like 40 minutes tops, and then I put it down and run away from it, and it's because I'm leaving on my Steam Deck, right? So it might.
Well, I think
basically my stats aren't necessarily. No one's Steam hours are completely accurate of actual gameplay.
I also think there's games where like because they're easy to pick up and play in short bursts, you end up stacking up a lot of hours. So
because
it's not on here because it was on Origin, is that EA's launcher. I had like 50 hours in Star Wars Battlefront, the 2015 game.
Oh, really?
Which for a multiplayer only shooter is a lot for me.
That is.
And that was largely, and I think that was largely because it was like I could boot up the game, it booted up quickly, I could join a match, play a match, turn off the game, go do something else, come back, like just play a quick match type of thing. So there was a lot of there was like a year where there was I regularly would just like boot up and play one.
You just
match.
Kept going back to well, it's when you stick to the same game for a while.
Yeah.
Just like small little chunk. Yeah. Just on breaks and stuff. So my top 5, according to this, is Marvel Rivals, then Helldivers 2, Shovel Knight, Hades 2, and Skyrim, of course. But then I think getting past Skyrim, my hours start to get a little bit more accurate.
Yeah. I have a lot.
It says I have 138 hours in the first Red Dead Redemption.
Oh wow!
I find that a little suspect. I mean, I really got into it, but
there's a lot of games that on my Steam wish list or on my Steam list here that are like between 20 and 40 hours, somewhere in that range, and that's like pretty standard for just like a regular game. I have about 100 hours in Witcher 3. Which seems low, but I did play that on Xbox and on the Switch too, so maybe that's why it feels low.
Played it on multiple consoles.
I have 170 hours in GTA 5.
Dang. Online?
I guarantee a good chunk of that was playing online, yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting for lobbies, trying to get
but talk about my results being skewed because I left it running. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which is a great little beat 'em up. It's made the same developer that did Dotemu Games, who do the Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Yeah. They did I think they even did Asylum too, but they do a lot of these new beat 'em ups. It says I have 84 hours on that game. And I haven't even beat the story yet and got all the characters unlocked yet. So
it's like that's a little sus.
That's not quite right. It's a little sus. But I want to go back to Crimson Desert because this just cracks me up. I put 99.8 hours, so I quit right up before 100 hours.
Oh man, you got to boot that up and play for another 15 minutes.
Yeah. But I turned away from that game and never looked back since May 19th. But I only have 2 out of the 34 achievements. I have 2 achievements putting in 100 hours. And yeah, I wasn't intentionally achievement hunting. I was just exploring and enjoying the huge open world.
I don't.
But also, out of that 99 hours, I would say a solid 60 hours. No fucking joke. 60 hours is in the first region.
Wow.
Hernan.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
that big.
I don't achievement hunt.
Over ambitious.
I don't achievement hunt. The closest I've ever come to it was like back on the Xbox 360 because that has like the notifications and makes you feel really good. I remember a few times like on Halo, like looking at the achievements, but like I don't achievement hunt, but like.
That's not how I like to play games.
But like just playing a game normally, you should at least accidentally get more than 2
You
achievements.
Accrue, yeah. Most of my games I have accrued, half or more.
I have
about 40 to 60%.
I have 7 out of 16 achievements in Universe Sandbox.
Oh, really?
And I've played that for 2.8 hours.
Right. But in Crimson Desert, because it's a massive bloated game that is also a beautiful, great game, but it's a bad, good game.
Yeah.
But I put like 60 hours in the opening region. Finally, just decided because the story just keeps you in that region.
Arkham Knight
and then
has
finally decided. I was like,
achievements. Jeez,
yeah, it does.
that's a lot.
All the Riddler trophies.
Right, yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense.
No, but in Crimson Desert though, I only got 2 achievements, and to be honest, I have barely really got to the middle point of the story.
Damn,
it's a big game, ambitious game. It's just too much of a good thing, I think, almost.
Yeah.
Now,
they are an MMO developer.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Probably. I mean, I know that maybe it wasn't intentional, maybe it was, but like they probably had some of that like MMO mentality when developing, where they're just like, this game is meant to keep you busy.
And that's what it is.
Like
it's a lot of busy
the
work.
intention is that this is a game you buy, and then for the next 3 years,
you play 1,000 hours. Yeah, that's what it is.
I think
so
ultimately
much
that is why I got fed up with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where on the other hand,
overwhelming.
Well, on the other hand, like you take like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is also a very big bloated
and
game.
Repetitive.
And a pretty Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you could easily put 80 hours into the game. It's a big game. It is definitely bloated. But Valhalla...
A lot of people went back to Odyssey because Odyssey came out.
Yeah, Odyssey's pretty good.
But people are realizing it's actually goated. Well, not goated, but
it's pretty good.
It's a fun game. It's a cool RPG.
Well, but like, whereas like, I think the difference, I thought about this, difference is Odyssey feels bloated, but it feels bloated because it feels like when they were making the game, the developers were like, this is an RPG, and all of the good RPGs are 120 plus hours.
It's like The Witcher.
So we have to make ours also.
Well, that's what Ubisoft
long.
did. With Origins, they were like, let's just do our Witcher.
But it feels like it's bloated, but it feels like it's bloated because of that reason.
For the sake of being bloated.
Because they're like all the Witcher.
Extend your playtime.
The Witcher is an
and the live
game.
service part of that, you can pay Ubisoft. You can always pay to just pay for in-game currency and pay for time saving.
Well, there was the time saving part, and then there's like I was saying, it's also like
which is
it feels
crazy.
like this. It feels like it was made with this mentality of like all of the good RPGs are 80 plus hours, so ours also has to be. Whereas Valhalla,
ours is we're gonna double that.
Where Valhalla it didn't feel like that was the reason for it being bloated. Valhalla felt like it was being bloated because they were going, how there are people who they buy FIFA every year and it's all they play until the next FIFA game comes out. We want to turn Assassin's Creed into that, where you buy one game every year and it's Assassin's Creed and you play it a little bit every single day until the next Assassin's Creed game comes out. And so we have to keep
whether you beat it or not.
We have to keep you busy with all these things to keep you playing it. And they quickly realized that everyone hated
you hooked to that drug.
And then they realized everyone hates that and then abandoned that model.
Everyone hates it. No, I've seen there is a good group of people that defend Valhalla, and
there's some people like it.
Valhalla was ambitious, and I do like it. It's just just too much.
I enjoyed it for the first 30 to 40 hours of the game, and then I stuck with it for another 50 hours for some reason.
Well, that's what Crimson Desert, I literally enjoyed it for like 72 hours. I was like, holy, this is the best game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the best game ever. And then it dawned on me, it's a nothing game. It's a nothing burger of a game. You just keep doing quests. There's no payoff.
I
mean, other than leveling up your like combat abilities, there's no story payoff. There's no like cool armor that you'll just get in the story. No, you have to go hunting for it and go find it randomly, or you solve this other quest. It doesn't.
With Valhalla,
it plays like it needs to be 1,000 hours. Basically, that's the problem
with Valhalla, because you can see your playtime on your save file in that game. I think it's like at one point, I hadn't played it in a while.
How many trophies do you have in that one?
I don't know. It was on Xbox.
Oh.
But I think I hadn't played it in like a month or two, so I picked it up and was like, okay, I'm gonna finally beat this. I looked at it. It's like I have 75 hours in this save file. I got to be close. I got to be close to the end. I'm gonna try to beat it. I played for another 15 hours. And did not feel like I was any closer to beating it.
Just didn't feel anything.
And I looked at it. It was like 90 point something hours. And I was like, that's it. I'm done with this game. I'm not. And I, later on, looking online, I think I actually was like a few hours from beating it. But I was still like, nah.
So another one that I really got into was Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut, the PC port, which sucks so hard. Sony, you suck so hard for giving us great PC ports and then taking it away.
Yeah.
Just because of you want more sales. It's so like it's clear cut. They're only doing it for financial reasons, not for the players. Sony doesn't do shit for the players. They don't care about. They were
hoping that
their customer.
They were hoping that bringing some of their games to PC would get PC players to buy a PlayStation, and it had the opposite effect of it.
It got PlayStation players to buy a PC because you can play Spider-Man. I have 130 hours on Spider-Man, and most of that is real because I would just mod it, get cool suits, get a swinging physics mod, and just a bunch of suits. Swing for like a few hours straight. I would literally listen to podcasts, to music. Like I would listen to a whole album while swinging in Spider-Man. Because it was just a fun, relaxing, like for me, the Spider-Man games, my favorite thing about them is pretty much the swinging.
Yeah.
The sandbox, the swinging. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Just being Spider-Man, the hero.
It's amazing how far fun hero traversal in an open world game can take you. As far as just I mean that's that's one of like.
Well, you ever go like on a? I don't know how many hours you have in Spider-Man. I'm gonna guess like 40. But you ever just go like on a swinging session? Like I'm just gonna swing for a bit, maybe fight
and then it runs so well on the Steam Deck that it's so easy to just play on the Steam Deck. On PC, for example, I mean obviously some of the RPG games I have more hours in, but that was on Xbox. But Assassin's Creed Unity, I have 43 hours in it. I guarantee 20 hours of that is just doing cool parkour stuff. I guarantee it because it's not that long of a game.
No, it's not.
So I guarantee like half of that is just me dicking around with the parkour.
But anyways, I want to go back to Ghost of Tsushima. It's the PC version is the like ultimate version of this game. Yeah. Like with the graphics settings you can max out and whatever DLSS, and you don't even have to have you can have like a mid-range system and it looks stunning. Yeah. Because you're running it was a PS4 to PS5 like cross-gen game. So, it can run on medium grade hardware and still look great and run great. And obviously if you're higher end, good for you. But like it's just one of the best PC ports I've ever seen, honestly.
And there's like it's not
about the modding. You're just playing the game, but like the best version of the game, like in all the features.
And there are some fun. I mean, there's not a lot of mods for it, but like there are some cool armor mods and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
play it for that.
I think I
played it vanilla, 70 hours.
Nice. I think I found at one point
the story,
the armor from The Last Samurai that Tom Cruise wears.
Yeah,
it's like
that's cool. The story really got me. The combat, the story.
Oh, I think the combat's really good.
And the story,
because the combat,
plays out like a samurai movie.
The combat is like
a Kurosawa film.
It's not super difficult, but it's difficult enough to keep you engaged, like to keep you on your toes.
It's not just pure power fantasy, but it kind of is.
It has the power fantasy, but it
allows you.
It achieves the power fantasy by having cool animations,
cool
making
systems,
you feel like a badass. So it's like
cool abilities,
and not like how like Dark Souls makes you feel like a badass just because you're like, damn, I'm so good. When you finally do it. No, this doesn't do that because it's not
hey, in Dark Souls, sometimes you feel like a badass even when you cheese the dragon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just down there with the
you're just like
arrow. That's a power fantasy in my mind.
Yeah,
just cheesing the fuck out of a boss.
Yeah.
No, but
no, Ghost of Tsushima like strikes that perfect balance. It's like it's like how like Assassin's Creed 3 has the power fantasy because like Connor's such a fucking badass and his animations are so cool. It's like that, but it's not as mindless. As Assassin's Creed 3.
It has the parries, it has counter systems, and like with the Sakai armor, you can like slice 6 enemies in a row in the samurai stance.
It's like it makes you want to be better at the game.
You get the demon strike or whatever it's called, the ghost strike or whatever it's called.
Well, it's like it makes you want to be better, get better at the combat,
so you can see more animation,
so that you can feel cooler. It's kind of like it
rewards you for being.
If you look at like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they have solid combat systems. But
you ever feel cool?
Well, I'm okay at the combat in those games.
But it's a sandbox.
But sometimes I see a video on TikTok or YouTube or Reddit where someone does just the most outrageous shit in a combat scenario, and it makes me be like
spawning in bombs and like
they do. I saw this one the other day, and they didn't even do any glitches. This one,
but it was using the sandbox features.
Yeah, he was just using the sandbox feature. He wasn't doing any glitches, but it was in Breath of the Wild, and it was like he did this cool, like he knocked Lizalfos off of this cliff and then like plunged down with a greatsword and got him like that, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. And he didn't even do any glitches.
Yeah, I love that.
Let alone when you see people.
Well, that's good skill expression.
Yeah, but it's like, and the glitches in those games are consistent. They're consistent enough to perform that it is a skill to be able to do them. So it's you see runners. You see the videos and you go like, shit, I should get better at the combat in that game. Holy crap.
I'm not, you might hate me for this. Kind of burn out with like the Breath of the Wild style of games. I mean, Crimson Desert tried doing it too, but like the sandbox, like it's almost too much for you. I love Breath of the Wild. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, I would like to see another traditional Zelda game.
Yeah, a lot.
A little bit, maybe. That's
not an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, do you get that feeling?
I totally get it. I think Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time. I have like 200 plus hours in that game.
Yeah,
I have
on Steam. Wow. No, just emulating. Yeah. Nintendo Ninja's gonna come after you.
And I don't know exactly how many, because on the Switch it doesn't tell you exactly how many hours you get. It's like it'll be like you have about, and it'll
what about Tears of the Kingdom?
Tears of the Kingdom I have over 100 hours in, and I know that because that on the save files will show you, and I recently started a new save file because I hadn't beat the game. But it had been long enough since I had played it, so I was like, I should just start a new save file. And I have over 100 hours in it. But no, Breath of the Wild is like one of my favorites. Tears of the Kingdom is great. Objectively does a lot of stuff better. I don't know if it's actually better.
There's people really into that though, like the whole open world. I mean, sandbox system.
Tears of the Kingdom is this weird game where like if you look at every single
you can just make a mech.
Yeah, if you look at every single individual part of the game, it does it's an absolute improvement over Breath of the Wild. But if you look at the whole package, Breath of the Wild,
almost too much of a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, I feel this way, and a lot of Zelda fans feel this way. Of there's nothing else they could reasonably do with that style,
right,
for Zelda. They just
what I want to see?
They've bled it dry with Tears of the Kingdom, and they have to do something else now.
Well, we're getting the is it Ocarina of Time remake, right?
Yeah.
Or is it Majora's Mask?
Ocarina.
Oh, Ocarina of Time. Yeah. I'm getting a Switch 2 for that.
Nice.
And that's cool. We're getting the remake, and it's gonna be great. Just to play a traditional Zelda game.
Yeah. Well, they did last year, and I didn't.
The Legend of where you play Zelda.
Yeah. I didn't play it, but I heard it was really good, and a lot of people said it was like it's very much
that was like Link to the Past.
It's a Link to the Past style, but it absolutely brings in some of the sandboxy type gameplay like attitude of Tears of the Kingdom, but it's not doing a Tears of the Kingdom type of game. So it's like,
well, solving the puzzles and from that 2D perspective is kind of cool.
Well, and so they'll probably with the next Zelda game, there'll probably be stuff that we recognize from like Breath of the Wild as like, this is a gameplay system that originates from that, but they're not going to do another Breath of the Wild style one. There's just they've let it dry.
Now this is because I'm a Souls-like guy. I want to talk about my Souls-like collection real quick. But I would absolutely adore like a Legend of Zelda Souls-like, which that's not the accurate thing to say because really Souls-likes take so much from Zelda as well. So it's kind of like saying Uncharted or like the new Tomb Raiders are Uncharted-like, but Uncharted was based off of basically Tomb Raider, so it all feeds back into the original. But I would love to see a Zelda Souls-like, where it's like a little more difficult. It doesn't have to be crazy, but like where there's parry system. And yes, I know parry system is so overdone now. I like parry systems.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's video game junk food now, but I love it. Yeah, a Zelda game that like has the combat and like the third person like action style camera, like, a more action RPG Zelda game.
Well, it's like like
really cool.
The Breath of the Wild style combat. It does have that stuff. Like it has a parry system in there. It has the stuff you can.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I got freaked out. My damn cat. I guess was chasing a moth around and knocked something over.
Oh, jeez. But no, like Breath of the Wild, like it has that, like the parry system, it has stuff like that. The problem with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom even more so is that it encourages you to not play like that.
Yeah, it encourages you to do all the sandbox.
Yeah, it encourages you to be creative with like basically fuckery.
Yeah. Just like cheesing everything. And
yeah.
Oh, and working on creating your perfect goblin glider. I remember making my goblin glider. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked. Sometimes I would just like randomly fly in a direction for a few hundred meters and then crash down. But it worked. It works. But here's some of the Souls.
You got to make the hover bike, man. That's what all the Tears of the Kingdom players do.
Yeah. But okay, so I have 23 Souls likes.
Okay.
Which I'm surprised it's not more, but I'm only gonna mention the ones that I have favorited currently.
All right.
Well, that one needs to be favorited. First, Liza P. Great, phenomenal Souls like. Honestly, it's like Bloodborne 2. It's like the whole grim dark, Pinocchio aesthetic, and it's actually based on the original story.
Yeah.
Just like a Souls-like version of Pinocchio. I love the creativity. Like, that's so random. Like, that's the most random concept. Like, I don't know what the developers were doing when they came up with this. I don't know, like, a little high. Like, oh, what if Pinocchio, but you do dodge rolls and shit. Like, no, but it's got a great art style, and it's from NeoWiz, a Korean developer, which they've done a lot of not weird, but like mobile games, and some of them look like slop. Like, it's kind of crazy that they just came out with this. Came out in 2023, but the DLC is supposed to be really good too, but I haven't played that. But the main game, the way that you can craft your weapons together, like you have the handle and then you have the actual head of the weapon, where you could like craft your own unique weapon. So you can have like the animations of a big like sledgehammer, but it's actually like you got the sword at the end of it or whatever, and different elements, and like it's so much fun. Like when you run into a new weapon and see what cool thing it can do. Like it's kind of a lot like Bloodborne with the weapon transformations and stuff like that. so it's that it has that discovery factor, like that's really important, like in the first Dark Souls game or most of the FromSoft games, like that discovery factory, factor. You don't know what's around the next corner. It could be a really cool, badass new weapon, so you better check. Oh, it's a giant, puppet policeman or whatever, with a baton that's gonna just whack you a lot. But no, it's one of the more perfect Souls likes. Like it is at the same caliber as From Software's best, but it's distinct as well. And the art design, the soundtrack, it is just a beautifully done game. It's also kind of one of those games where you just have to play it to understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah. They released a Switch 2 version, which I've been
seriously
tempted by.
Dude.
Yeah, apparently it's really good.
Dude, Lies of P is so worth it, but it is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is like actually harder than most FromSoft games. Hard.
Yeah.
Like if you don't, it's extremely rewarding, but if you don't actually pay attention and figure out the game and what it's trying to tell you, and like utilize different weapons and combinations, like there's not just, there's some weapons that can just melt any boss, but it teaches you like environmental awareness, like figuring out the boss's weakness and whatever. Like it's really good at that. So it can be easy, but if you just that first playthrough, especially before you really understand the systems, it's hard and unforgiving.
Nice.
It does give you a lot of like bonfires. Oh, and Jiminy Cricket's always making a funny comment or joke about your situation. By the way, nice. But Jiminy Cricket is an AI basically. It's like a steampunk AI. Yeah. It doesn't make any. It's magic. Yeah. But it's like steampunk. It's cool. But I want to give a shout out to that, and then also out of my Souls likes, obviously I've got Dark Souls. I've got Dark Souls 3. They're pretty dang good PC ports. Yeah. I think not the best they could be. I think there's some things they still were a little lazy on. Just the UI's dated, and there's some features that but they did a pretty good job with the quality of life features. But I have those. I don't have Bloodborne because that doesn't exist yet, because Sony doesn't want to print money, I guess. Yeah. So Sony sucks. They don't do anything right anymore. I'm not going to go on a rant. I do have Elden Ring also, obviously. I put a solid 51 hours into the Steam version of Elden Ring. I by far have more hours on the PS5. Elden Ring on PS5 is the last like major game that I put over 200 hours on. Yeah. I had to play all through like an early save level because I killed the wrong guy in the quest line. I killed the guy that he's the first guy you encounter with the mask and like blood red eyes that before the tree sentinel, and he comments how you're maidenless. Oh yeah. And I killed him, and you need him for a quest line that doesn't come up until like 50 hours into the game. Oh jeez. Where you find the right you go on this whole game long quest line, and then so you can easily beat the blood guy. That's like all the way in the I forget what it's called, but like way in the tough eastern section with the giant crows and dogs, and like it's like hell. It's like the hell world of Elden Ring. Everything sucks. Yeah. You go on this whole quest line just to beat him, and I fucked it up. And you have to beat him to get to the DLC, to get to Shadow Erdtree. Yeah. So you have to beat him. I love From Software. They come out with a $40 DLC, almost like a whole new game, but you have to beat almost like 70% of their original game first to access the DLC. Yeah, I like that. Hey, glad you made it home. But they know they have a dedicated fan base that will do that, and I was one of those guys. So I played through Elden Ring 110 hours on my initial playthrough, and then another 90 hours, and then I played the DLC. I've beat that game at least twice, and one of them wasn't New Game Plus. It was it was New Game Plus. I New Game Plussed it at the very end of beating it, and then played through like 70% of the game again, so I could get to the DLC.
Yeah.
But I sped run it a bit, but still, it was a lot. And that's the last game on my PS5 that actually got real love, other than Requiem. I played Resident Evil 9 on there. It was great. But also, Steam isn't always right.
No.
It says Crimson Desert is a Souls-like. It said Spider-Man was a Souls-like. So I had to take that out because I did the dynamic collection thing, and then I had because dodging.
Oh, right, because dodging. Right.
Yeah. Because dodging.
I'm a Souls noob, so
yeah. But I have another. But I mentioned this game before, but Witchfire is like a Souls-like Destiny style shooter.
Yeah.
Like looter shooter.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
It's just really dang good. And I put a solid I think 65 hours on that. And like they've done a lot of updates since. So I need to check it out again. Yeah. But Nine Souls is it's kind of like Hollow Knight, a Metroidvania with a cool art style, that kind of leans into the Souls-like difficulty, but it's solid. And Hollow Knight I do consider a Souls-like, but that it's also just a Metroidvania.
Hollow Knight is a Souls-like in the sense where Souls-like games take a lot of inspiration from Metroidvanias.
Well,
and then
I've said it before, Dark Souls is just a Metroidvania, just a 3D Metroidvania.
Then Hollow Knight did the kind of the natural thing of being like,
let's take it back.
We're gonna take some inspiration from Souls-like games,
and make a really good Metroidvania.
Yeah,
I love Metroidvanias.
I do too. They're one of my favorite genres.
That's a fine. Yeah, I feel like a sophisticated gamer.
I always enjoyed Metroidvanias. Like, Super Castlevania 4 is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah,
but like, I feel like with just a couple exceptions, I didn't really get into Metroidvanias until I got into like retro gaming and like emulation and started getting into like, some of the old like the Metroid games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
was like, yeah.
Also, Bloodborne. I'm just gonna talk about it because Bloodborne. I'm very close to just playing it again on the PlayStation, dealing with the frame rate issues, but I want to revisit that game again.
Yeah.
And it's really, there's so there's no difficulty slider in any FromSoft game or most Souls-likes, but there's a dungeon, there's an online Pneumaru dungeon in Bloodborne that you can look up.
Mm-hmm.
And you spawn in, and then some boss or whatever, because it's a glitched dungeon, you walk like 5 feet ahead, the boss just dies, you get like 40,000 soul or blood echoes at once.
Nice.
So you just keep spawning into that dungeon, and you pair it with the amulet that gives you extra souls.
Yeah.
And like you just keep spawning in that, and that's your difficulty slider.
I like
so that, you could just max out your character or level up your character to a certain point then start the game.
Is that just like something that like some fans created, like online dungeons?
It was just randomly discovered. It was a glitch. And then once the guy found the glitch, he shared it. He was like, the world needs this.
That's
like,
great. That's really good.
It's, and you know what's the funniest part? It's called Comf. But I did that in one of my latest playthroughs of Bloodborne. I went to Comfka and I leveled up.
Yeah.
And then I started playing because I was like, okay, I want to play Bloodborne, but I don't have time just to grind. I want to enjoy it. So I did that.
Yeah.
But Bloodborne though, I put 191 hours in the Bloodborne on the PS4.
Wow.
That's New Game Plusing it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like I was so I was hooked on that like a heroin addict. I mean, because literally I just loved the game so much, I would just play through literally the whole story again just to experience certain boss fights again, to max out my character, you know, min max your strength and dex and stuff, you know.
Nice.
But and then I have just going a couple more Souls likes I wanted to mention, and then I do got to wrap this up soon, and then you can mention stuff.
I got
yeah. But first Berserker Kazan, really cool like anime art style. Solid Souls like I put 19 hours though, because it kicked my ass. It was just hard, and I just don't have as much time and energy for Souls likes anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've talked about it. It's one of the reasons why I play stuff like FIFA a lot. It's because I just don't have the time or energy for like really in-depth games all the time, or the same reason I just come back to Skyrim.
Right.
Is
neat. I also played Neo 3 earlier this year. I put 32
how's that?
Hours in Neo 3. It's great. It's definitely leans more to Devil May Cry style combat, and like the weapon variety and like the moves and like skills. Like it's a blast, but I just kind of got burnt out on it, and I haven't touched it in a while. I get in the mood when I'm gaming. Sometimes I don't get hooked on just a particular game. I mean, that does happen, but sometimes I get in the mood just for a certain type of game.
Yeah.
Certain genre. And lately it's just been my comfort junk food genre has been boomer shooters. I'm not gonna lie.
Boomer shooters.
I've been playing a lot of boomer shooters.
Honestly, you can't go wrong with them.
And then I'll also say roguelikes too, just any cool indie roguelike, or like Risk of Rain 2, Vampire Survivors, Vampire Crawlers, which is the card.
I downloaded one. Vampire Crawlers
it's
recently, and I haven't played it much yet, but I did download it because I had like a $10 credit on the Nintendo eStore, so I bought that with it. So.
Well, it's funny. I've played a lot of Tetris too lately. I probably put like a solid 8 hours into Tetris.
Oh, recently. Tetris is awesome. I play a lot of Tetris.
Roshi holds the high score.
Nice.
She's just a natural. She's at like 132,000 or something crazy.
Oh, nice. I think that's a little bit higher than me. I'm somewhere in the.
That's high for me. Like I got to 111.
I'm somewhere in the 120s. I want to say.
Yeah.
But no, that's another one.
Tetris roguelite. Does that exist?
That has to exist. Something like that has to exist. Now, Tetris is one of those games too where it's like, I don't play it for hours and hours and hours on end. I play it for 20 minutes.
But you just consistently.
But I've been consistently playing it for 20 minutes a few times a week for the past 6 years.
So that accrues.
It adds up.
So junk food games. So mine is boomer shooters, and then also like roguelikes. That's like my junk food games. What's some of your like junk food
I mean,
just turn your brain off game?
Again, also boomer shooters. Roguelikes I've gotten more into recently, but I've never been really into roguelikes. Honestly, survival sandbox type games.
Yeah.
a junk food game. Like I'm base building stuff. I mean, honestly, Minecraft.
Well, and those are like more sophisticated jump food games,
but
you know?
I
But
don't.
no, it's your like.
I don't spend like. I mean, when I was like in middle school and high school,
You'll just get in the mood for them.
Yeah, like when I was in middle school and high school, I played an ungodly amount of Minecraft. Like honestly, that actually might be my most played game of all time.
Really?
But who fucking knows how many hours I have in it? I don't know if you can check.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's not one of those games that I get like really sucked into these days, but I do somewhat consistently pick it up and just dig.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
Build a little house.
What are some of your like sophisticated games, like your fancy
CRPGs?
Yeah.
Those are my.
Me, it's JRPGs.
Yeah. CRPGs are like my. Look at me, I have good taste.
So like Baldur's Gate 3.
You know, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a really good one that I put a number of hours into. Divinity, stuff like that. I have Baldur's Gate 1 and 2
Rogue Trader
on my phone.
What about Rogue Trader?
Rogue Trader's really good.
Play that again.
I recommend that one. Yeah.
For me, my like sophisticated game is anything Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're my spooky game also. They're like my go-to spooky because well, they're good. I mean, they're just really good horror games. I mean, that's why they're still making them, right?
Yeah.
But they're also like, oh, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah.
Look at me. So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, at Resident Evil Requiem. Oh, you go through a 3-hour segment of just crawling through a derelict dungeon looking for a key. But then once you get that, Leon busts in. But then it does become a junk food game when you get to the Leon parts, I will say. Like, but I do. But also like Expedition 33.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little entitled when I was playing that. I felt like I was just so smart for playing that game. Because it's just, I was like, this is high art. This is when games are high art.
It's French.
Yeah, it's French. Bonjour, oui.
My taste in video games is more refined than yours.
Yeah, it's that. But also, if you haven't played Expedition 33 yet,
I want
put a solid 50 hours into it.
Yeah, I want to play it, but
that's what it caps off.
I've heard
about 50
it's
hours.
just not ideal on the Steam Deck.
No,
I've heard it's playable, but
do you think we'll get a Switch 2 port?
That
would be huge.
I've heard some whispers, but nothing confirmed, and those whispers might just be,
dude.
Someone asked a developer, and they were just like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm French.
French. They just said,
well, they didn't understand them. They didn't have a translator.
Omelette du fromage. What's Crimson Desert was one that I guess it was like when it came out, the developers were like, we're investigating the possibility of bringing it to the Switch,
but we're not promising.
Yeah. But we're not promising anything. Recently, as in like a few weeks ago, one of the developers was like, no, we actually have made progress on that.
Oh, really?
Which cool. I'll still believe it when I see it.
But Expedition E33 Expedition 3 Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is an absolute magnificent, like, just first time one playthrough game.
Yeah.
I kind of entertained the idea of new game plusing. I got to the end game part where, you can max out your characters and do like 9 million damage in one hit. I know
there are some people who like the JRPG.
Mael, you make Mael just a one hit kill, but also Glass Cannon where,
Yeah. Well, I know there are some people who are like the JRPG loop is absolutely something that they can just play for hours and hours and hours on end.
And just keep maxing your character and everything.
I never really got into JRPGs. I've played a few. I Dragon Quest 11 on the Switch,
Yeah.
and I got to get back into it. It's pretty good, but I kind of fell
But
off.
man,
'cause I got distracted.
it's my favorite turn-based RPG because I don't really play them. I don't really play JRPGs, but Expedition 33, I've talked about it a lot before when it came out. Well, you got it for me, and I just want to thank you for like giving me like one of my favorite gaming experiences in this age. Like seriously,
yeah. No, I definitely want to check it out sometime if it's.
But it's
possible, but
it's a great one-time playthrough experience, about 40 to 50 hours if you really do some extra stuff. And yeah, there's people that could stretch that out into a couple hundred hours easily. But for me, just getting through the story and then doing a little grinding, but not too much, just enjoying it. It's good because it does end. There is a finish line.
Sometimes I like
you can actually play through the story and see this amazing story.
Sometimes I like when a game is just like you just play through it and then it ends.
Like you're clearly when you're clearly in the end game.
Yeah,
like you're clearly in the final act.
If you want to, you can
that section off.
If you want to, you can play it again.
If you can grind and do side content. Well, yeah, you could just play the game again.
Yeah. But I sometimes I like a game. It's just like that's why I like one of my favorite games of all time is Mafia 2. And that game, it has open world stuff, it has collectible stuff and some sandboxy stuff, but it's like it's pretty bare bones, and it's like open world sandboxy stuff. Like it's more like this, the open world serves as just like a setting rather than anything else. So it is one of those games that you really can just play through the story and do nothing else. And that's fine. Like the game doesn't punish you for not doing open world stuff. You don't feel like you're missing out. So, and it's like, it's a pretty concise.
You just enjoy it.
Yeah. And honestly, the main story is like a pretty concise, like 15 to 20 hours.
Now, okay, I know we got to end this soon, but before we end it, we need to touch on the ugly truth. Our backlog and all the games we haven't played yet or barely played yet. Have barely played.
Too many.
Because I feel like that's
too many.
Yeah.
Well,
too many to count. Honestly, I have a huge backlog.
Well, it's like
I'm a little ashamed.
Admittedly,
just getting in the mood for the same games.
Yeah. Admittedly, there's a few games that I just never played at all.
Well, I want to mention a couple. So on my Steam library, the Guardians of the Galaxy game, I got it for $5.
Yeah.
I haven't touched it.
Yeah,
because I already played the PlayStation version.
There's a few games like that.
I just got it because it was $5.
Yeah, there's a few games like that. Like I've played on other consoles, but I've not played on PC, even though I have it. There's some games, admittedly, like I bought because it was on sale, and there's also a bunch of games that like I bought a Humble Bundle. And I
got a lot of Humble Bundle stuff.
And I bought the bundle because there was like 2 games that I wanted, but there's 8 more games that I just didn't give a shit about. So I'm gonna start at the bottom here. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I'm gonna name a few that I'm embarrassed about having not played.
Okay.
There's this game called Traveler's Rest. It's an indie game. It's like Stardew Valley, but if you ran a tavern.
And how much time have you put in it?
0. I haven't even figured it up.
Fair enough.
I intended to. Let's see. Portal 2 I have played, but I not on PC apparently.
Oh, really? You played the console version?
I think, yeah. Or maybe I played it at someone else's house or something like that. I have played it, but I have not played it on here. Payday 2 I have not played, but I have it.
I have Payday 2. I have Payday 2 and I haven't played it.
I have Fallout Tactics and Fallout 2 I've never played.
Really?
I have Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition. I bought them as part of a Dragon Age bundle because I had a coworker that was obsessed with Dragon Age, and they were like, "You have to play Dragon Age." And there was a bundle of the 3. And
let me guess, you have like 5 minutes.
No, I haven't played them at all.
Haven't you installed them?
I played Origins. I got halfway through Origins and then got distracted by.
Here's some games that I have in my library, but I haven't played at all, as well. Wolfenstein: New Order. I got it for like $1.50. Mm-hmm. Well, I got it with a bundle with all the Wolfenstein stuff, the new ones.
Nice.
Also, Wolfenstein Youngblood, which I heard isn't good, gets kind of bad reviews, mixed reviews. I just got it because it was part of the bundle.
Oh, here's one you'll appreciate.
Okay.
Batman: Arkham Asylum and Batman: Arkham City.
Same.
I have not played them on PC, even though I have them because I bought the bundle at one point.
Yeah.
And I've not touched them.
I've played them
on the.
Well, I've got a whole 21 minutes on Arkham City.
Nice. Well, I've
23 minutes on Asylum.
Well, like I've played them. I played them on the Xbox, and Arkham City runs great on the Switch.
Nice. Oh, it runs fantastic on Steam Deck too.
Yeah, but I have not touched it at all on Steam.
Well, I got it, played enough to prove that they played well and looked good, and I'm like, this is really a great port. And then I was like, okay, I'm not in the mood for it though.
Alien Breed.
Let me just play more Arkham Knight.
Alien Breed 1, 2, and 3. I don't know what those are. They were probably part of a Humble Bundle.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I have some roguelites that were part of a Humble Bundle because I got 9 Souls as part of a Humble Bundle.
Mm-hmm.
For new role, the Night Witch, never played it, don't know anything about it. Cookie Cutter, haven't played it.
Here's one I actually bought.
Okay.
With the intention.
Well, I'm assuming you bought.
Yeah. Well.
Right?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Actually bought with the intention of playing.
A lot of these were part of bundles and stuff. Here's one I bought with the intention of playing. The Long Dark. I have 21 minutes.
It's like a survival. Dark. Yeah.
I have 22 minutes in Fallout 1.
Yeah. I need to play 1 in Tactics and all that. I got the new Tomb Raider games.
Holy shit! I have DayZ on here. What?
I think I have DayZ.
I did not know I had DayZ on. Jesus.
I have the BioShock trilogy that I still haven't touched because I got it on the sale. Assassin's Creed 3 Revelations, Axiom Verge, which I heard is a pretty solid Metroidvania. I have 1 and 2, and I haven't touched them.
Yeah.
But let me get to games I've actually played a little bit. Resident Evil 4, the actual original version, I put 8 minutes. I'm a little ashamed of that because the remake is just easier to play.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's a good one. Dead Rising 2. I played the hell out of that game on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Love it. It was on sale on Steam. I was like, oh shit. I gotta pick that up. It's like my favorite Dead Rising game. I have 30 minutes in it.
Nice. I have a whole 14 minutes in Portal 2.
Nice.
I played through the whole game with my friend on the PS3 version, and downloaded this just because. Oh yeah, Portal 2, the same thing.
Yeah,
barely touched it. What? Arkham City, I said that one. But I have a lot. Vice City, the definitive edition, I have 24 minutes.
Yeah.
GTA 5 Enhanced, 26 minutes because I started playing it and then I just realized GTA 5 isn't my favorite GTA. It's just
I have 15 minutes in GTA 5 Enhanced, and that's because the enhanced version is kind of terrible and runs worse and has higher system requirements.
It just wasn't worth it.
And takes up more storage on your hard drive. So I just
But yeah, there's a lot of games that we haven't played that we own. Alien Isolation, I was trying to get back into it again on the Steam Deck because it was cool to play it on the Steam Deck. I put 57 minutes. I didn't give it an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Witcher 3, because I played it a lot on the Switch and PS5.
Yeah.
I have 68 minutes.
Nice.
68 minutes. Which
I have, here's one that I distinctly remember
I'm a little ashamed of that one.
Excited for buying on sale.
Okay.
Total War Empire. I like the Total War games. That one was on sale for $3 at one point. I was like, I've never played that one. That's awesome. I'm gonna play the hell out of it. I have 75 minutes in it.
Nice. You made it over an hour.
I did.
Me, Odyssey, the PC version. I played a pretty good 80 hours on the PS5, but for the PC version, Odyssey, I put 117 minutes, and I just distinctly remember. Yeah, last played April 19th. I distinctly remembering that. Oh, I really hate the leveling system in this, and how areas are just hard locked, and you can't do anything, and you get insta killed. And then I quit. I got frustrated.
Yeah,
because it is grindy. Another game that's got 2 hours, Mortal Shell 2. I forgot to mention it, but it's a new Souls-like. I played the first one. I played the demo for the first one. I played the demo for this one, and this one is a significant improvement over the first one.
Nice.
It's got more going on the story. The combat is super crisp and reactive, and there's cool like abilities you get from your different shells. So basically, you're this harbinger, this husk that possesses dead warriors, and you get their special abilities and weapons.
Nice. Nice.
So there's a lot of different move sets and play styles. But it's pretty solid, man. It's a good. It's $50. Which I think is a fair price for what you get. And yeah, it's getting a lot of 9 out of 10s, positive reviews, it's not, 100-hour game. You'll get about 40, 50 hours of real solid game. And I respect that.
Nice.
But, I'm not buying it right away though, because it's just not quite like a buy today game. It's more wait for it's when it's $30.
Yeah.
Then
buy
it.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are like that for me.
But it's definitely I got my eye on it and probably buy it at some point, when it's on sale. All
right. I think I have to
we got to get going. Oh, but one more thing. 20 to 40 hour games, I have a lot of those.
Yeah.
A lot where I put a solid day and a half worth of time and energy to, and then just kind of drop it.
Yeah, a lot of games where I'm like, I either completed the main story and didn't do much else, or maybe I didn't quite complete the game, but I still played a good chunk of it.
And you got your money's worth.
Yeah,
I have a lot of those. I try to get my money's worth.
Yeah,
but anyway, I got to get going as well. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a long-winded episode. A lot of tangents.
All right.
Be better next time. I don't know. It's a podcast.
Or not.
What do you expect? Yeah, who
All
cares? Right. All right.
Talk to you later.
See ya, man.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Odd Drunk Podcast recommends you follow their Instagram and join their Facebook group for more fun content. To visit all of our current streaming and social media platforms, visit the link tree in the description. If you enjoy the show, we would be appreciated if you would leave a review on Apple Podcasts. The Odd Drunk Podcast would like to remind you to drink responsibly and not to drink and drive.